For the next 100 days, I'm going to be surviving in a dense jungle, and my goal is to transform it into the ultimate cozy hardcore base, for the farms, houses, and everything else I need to survive. So let's just jump straight into it. Alright, we are back once again, and this time we are going to be building in a jungle. Now, as you can see, we're not in a jungle, but we will make our way to one. We just have to find one real quick, and I don't know where to look. So let's just start with chopping down a tree, get our first piece of wood so we can get some tools. And there we go. We got 11 logs. Let's make our crafting table and some sticks. And now let's make a stone or a wooden pickaxe, not a stone one. We need to get stone with this pickaxe now. We're just going to kind of hop down here and collect up a little bit of stone. I think for now, all we're going to do is just grab the 3 and now mine our way back out of here because I really want a stone pickaxe. I hate wooden tools. They're really like slow and stone is so easy to get. So we might as well just go make the stone one. Use the other 2 sticks that we got, 3 cobblestone, and we got a stone pickaxe. Now we don't need the wooden one, so we might as well just throw that out. And now we can really get to collecting some stone. I think I want like 32 pieces, and then that should be good, at least for now. We're gonna need a little bit for like furnaces, all the other tools that I have, and for builds, I typically use quite a bit of cobblestone, so it will not go to waste. There we go. We got 40 pieces. That was more than I was expecting, but I'm completely okay with that. Let's come up here. Let's make a few more sticks. Might as well make an axe, a shovel, and then I also kind of would like to make a sword as well. So 1 stick, 2 cobblestone, and I was like, why isn't that working? It's because that fell out of there. And now let's pick up our crafting table and be on our way. We need to find ourselves a jungle to settle down in. It's not a jungle, but it's dark oak wood, and I would like every type of wood that I can get. So I guess we might as well use our auto tree chopper mod and grab a few oak saplings as well. We will definitely use this wood type. 1 more tree and grab all of those. There we go. We got 7 oak saplings, and I see a bunch of pigs. We might as well kill them. The food will be very useful. Come here, Mr. Piggy. Thank you. If I had a flint and steel, this would be really nice because I could get cooked food right away, but I'm completely okay with uncooked food. I'm sorry, Mr. Baby Pig, but I need food. It's gotta happen, unfortunately. I think if we use our stone axe, it does actually one-shot them, which is kind of nice. I don't know what's gonna be more effective though. And there we go. We already have 15 pieces of pork, and I would grab some birch, but I hate birch. It's my least favorite wood type. Close to acacia. Acacia is a close second. I hate it, so I'm not gonna grab it, but we do need some wool for a bed. I also believe I saw some cows over here, so we might as well kill those. I would like to eventually be able to get a enchanting table, but for that you need like 40 something leather, so it definitely takes its time. So yeah, any animals we see along the way we might as well kill. And it looks like we are up to where the dark oak trees are, so let's mine down a few of these. Just collect the saplings is mostly what I want. We're gonna have to craft another axe because those trees are connected and my axe already broke. I guess while we're here, let's just make a few things as well. Let's make a bed so we have that all figured out. Let's make 2 more stone axes, honestly, because I think we're just gonna be able to use them. And now let's get some of this food cooking because I need food. Throw the logs in there and throw the beef, and then let's just let that go. And now we can just keep continuing to cut down these trees, grab all the saplings while that cooks. There we go. We have 16. That should hopefully be enough. I don't actually know. I'm kind of just like hoping for it, I guess. And we got our steak done. So let's eat a piece of steak and an apple. We're back up to max hunger now. And we got our birch saplings, our dark oak saplings, and the normal saplings. The normal oak saplings, I guess. They're not normal. I mean, every wood type is different. It's just the basic wood that everyone gets first, pretty much. And I see this little lookout tower. That's part of my mod pack. Vanilla perfected, if anyone was wondering. And I'm sure it might have a few goodies for me to grab. Let's quickly go over there, check that out. I think it normally has a bed, which I already have one, but that one will have a colored bed, so it'll look a lot better. Also, there's some chickens. Do not mind if I do. I could use all of the food. Ideally, though, we could find some more cows. That's what I'm truly looking for. And then we can climb up the ladder and see what's up here. In the chest, we got some fireworks, some maps, which I don't really care about, but I will take a light gray bed. I kind of want to keep both of them. One for like an exploring bed and then one to keep at my base. Actually, I guess it really doesn't matter because it's hardcore, so if I die, I die. I don't need to leave one at my base at all. And hello, Mr. Biggies. I need the food. Thank you very much. And I guess I don't really see anything around me, so should I just set sail on the ocean? I think we're going to. There is a lot of ocean around us, so let's just hop in the ocean, place down my boat, and go that direction for a very long time. At least I hope it's not a very long time. I would preferably find my area so I can settle down as soon as possible. It's just looking back at shore, there's like nothing really there. It just looks like a lot of ocean, and I didn't see any jungle. I see some acacia wood, which I'm actually really happy to see because I want every wood type that I can get. Acacia is a really ugly wood type, but sometimes it does have its place. There's also some sugarcane, which I do not mind. I will happily be grabbing that, but it's nighttime, so let's sleep the first night away. Sorry, Mr. Sea Turtles. I did not mean to punch you. I just would like the sugar cane that you guys are protecting for some reason. Let's grab our bed, and also, almost forgot our boat. Cannot forget that. Let's come over here and collect, I guess, some acacia wood and the sugarcane. Our inventory is getting kind of full, so we might have to start throwing a few things out. But just a few trees should be all we need. Acacia trees actually do drop quite a bit of saplings. I got only one for this tree, but I got two on the last one, and I see a bunch of sheep. Do not mind if I do. I will take all of the food. Cut down this tree, and then we should have about 5 saplings. I think we're gonna call that good. Actually, we have 8. That is plenty. But let's kill these sheep real quick. We don't need the wool. I just mostly want to kill them for the food. I'm also pretty sure I did see a horse up here, which do drop leather. This feels very wrong, but I need leather. I really do. So they gotta go. That one dropped 2 pieces of leather, and this one's going to drop another 2, right? Unfortunately, he only dropped the 1, but I tried. I see a jungle biome, so that's good news. I also see some campfires over there, so that's another one of those structures for my mod pack. But we found the jungle, which is really good news because I can actually probably settle down if it's a good looking jungle. I'm looking at the jungle in free cam, and this is definitely not big enough, so we're gonna have to go find a different one. This thing is basically only like 30 blocks wide, so we cannot stay here. But I did see some cows in there when I was in free cam, so let's go kill those real quick. Free food, and even better, free leather. Actually, they might have been pigs. I didn't really look too closely at them. I just saw a mob. That was all. It was the pigs. That's okay though. It's still free food. Thank you. And I guess let's just keep exploring in this general direction. I found some more piggies. Do not mind if I do. Come here, Mr. Piggies. I also see some horses, which is kind of unfortunate for them, but it has to be done. That one didn't drop anything, and this one even has a baby horse, but I can't change my ways. I have to. Ooh, there's actually a cornflower. Let's make our bed into a blue bed because blue beds look way better. And there is a bunch more horses up here. I am so sorry, guys. It's nothing personal. It just kind of has to happen. It's so weird how much health horses have. Like, I have to actually put effort into killing them compared to like cows where I can one-shot them with an axe. There we go. We are up to 13 pieces of leather, or maybe it was actually 12. I was wrong there. That's my bad. But we are actually really starting to get a lot closer to that enchanting table that I'm wanting. You know, I'm always like a really big hater on the acacia biome, but it does have its benefits. Like, there are so many like passive mobs that spawn in here, or maybe it's the same amount. You can just actually see them because it's not like an oak forest where you can't see anything because there's leaves right in front of you. That's actually something I'm really excited for in the new poplar biome update that's coming. The trees are actually going to be tall, so you can see and run through the area completely like fine. I'm not gonna lie, the warm biome for the pigs I think is my favorite. For some reason, they just look so cool. I guess they're just different from what I used to, which is the old regular, I think like the neutral biome ones now. So I'm like really glad they added those actually. Also, if I wasn't doing a jungle video, this area would be so cool to build in, but we do have a separate mission in mind for today. So we gotta keep running. Let's place on our boat and we can just kind of fall off the trees into the water. I don't know about you guys, but this is one of the most tedious like things about starting a new world in Minecraft. I need my area to look perfect, so I just kind of have to like run around for a very long time until I find something I like. Sometimes you get really lucky and then you really like the area you find instantly, but that very rarely happens, I feel like. Hello, Mr. Chicken. Thank you very much. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all these feathers, but I guess I have them. Ooh, and I think that is a sparse jungle biome right there, which right there is a jungle biome. Do not mind if I do. Let's head over there and see how does does this one look? It's kind of hard to see because it's raining, but this biome is also not exactly what I'm looking for. It's kind of really small as well. It's a little bit bigger, I'll say that, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. I want a big jungle biome. So let's just continue on with our adventure. We are in warmer biomes, so I think if we just stay here or stay in the warmer areas, we should be able to find another jungle biome. Or not. Sometimes I feel like these are the most rare biomes ever. We're gonna make a quick pit stop because there is a little jungle village here, and that means right here we have a smelter. We can cook up some food because we're gonna kind of need it. And this chest right here had some coal in it, so we might as well use the coal, cook some chicken, and then we can begin on our adventure again. But I don't want to be harassed by any mobs, so let's just block up every entrance so we're safe up here. Now let's just wait it out till this is all done. Hello, Mr. Villager. Would you go away? I'm trying to do this in peace, please. You're trying to like sneak back in here like this is your house, which it probably is. I just I have stuff to do. And there we go. We got 11 cooked chicken and we are out of coal, so I guess we can just continue on our adventure. We got to restock on some food, and there's more coal there, but we're gonna ignore it. I just want to find a place to settle down. Plus, my inventory is getting stupidly full, so I do not really see a reason in staying here. Ooh, these melons, though, I do kind of want to grab them. They can be a food source if I run out of other stuff. So we're gonna just grab one of them because I don't have an axe and I don't really feel like manually mining them all. And with 5, we can grow as many as we need. I'm so confused what this is. It's like a fallen over ruined nether portal. That's interesting to say the least. And in this chest, we got 2 pieces of armor, so I might as well take those. They'll keep me safe, and some tools. So we'll grab the axe just because I do not have an axe right now, even though breaking down one tree will literally collect everything, or I meant break it, not collect everything. One tree, and it is just over for this axe because they have no durability on them. I smile with my little eye. Another jungle biome. I'm hoping that this one is actually big enough. It looks kind of promising, I'm not gonna lie, but now we gotta make our way off this tree that I stupidly jumped onto, and we can make our way in there. Also, we have an axe now, so we might as well collect all of these melons, and this gold axe is already like so damaged just from a few melons. We don't need over a stack of melons. I don't have the inventory space to carry it, so put that one back, and let's just keep going down, I guess. It would be awesome if it would stop raining so I can actually see something. I think that this is definitely going to be the jungle biome. It is expanding for a long time. I'm just running along the edge of it because I don't want to go in the center and die to a creeper that appears out of nowhere. And just as I'm saying that, a zombie appears out of nowhere. I'm glad it's not a creeper. I just want to keep running along. I'm hoping we'll be able to wait until the rain's over and I can sleep, and then we should be able to go in at some point and find a nice little area to go. It's just honestly really terrifying to do it right now. Well, there could be mobs around any tree, and if one of those mobs is a creeper, it's just over. I haven't found an area yet to put our base, but I did find another ruined portal, so I do not mind if I do. This might have some good loot in it, and some obsidian, actually. We'll happily take that. And there's a zombie just sprinting at us at light speed. Stop it, Mr. Zombie. Please go away. And now I think we should be able to sleep. We can. Perfect. Okay, I guess now that it's daytime, we could probably start going into the actual jungle. As scared as I am, I think we're going to have to do it. There's a spider, but that at least it won't attack me or blow me up like a creeper will. And I'm not even in the jungle anymore, actually. I'm just in a normal oak forest, which I prefer. I feel safer here. I made the mistake of going on top of a tree. This might be a very bad idea. We did get down though, so we don't have to worry about it as much. And if I fall off one tree, it's game over. If a creeper shows up and explodes me, it's game over. I'm kind of scared, I'm not gonna lie. And oh, right down here might look promising. I'm liking the look of that. I want to go down there and look, but that might be where we put our base. I really like being around water because if you ever need to go get fish, it's right there. And fish is one of the best early game, late game, honestly, some of the best food sources ever. Also, this looks like an old abandoned, like, I don't know what this would be. It looks like a dungeon though, and I do not want to mess with that right now. Let's just ignore it and run over here and see what we can all find. Okay, I'm looking at it in free cam. I think that this is where we're gonna build. We have the mountain, we have a little island here in the center, kind of surrounded by water, and I think this area is just going to look super nice. So let's set up here. My first goal, always my first goal, I need to clear up all these big trees so no mobs spawn here. I also need to get a chest system going down so I do not have to worry about storage. Throw it on our crafting table, craft up 2 chests, and then I guess we can empty it out and just start getting all the trees cut down. Right now, we're not too worried about organization, so let's just throw everything in here as fast as we can. And then my next goal is to actually get a furnace down so we can get some stuff cooking. Let's take these logs and get the pork cooking right away. Now, time to do one tree, and there goes the gold axe. I find that really funny how fast that thing breaks. But since it broke, we're going to need some other axes. So let's craft 2 more stone ones. And I'm hoping one axe does break a tree. It does. I need to get some iron here shortly so I don't have to worry about that at all. And yeah, I guess that is just my goal for now. I want to get the entire island cleaned up. I want it to be a nice working, like, flat area. So all the trees have got to go, which is going to be kind of really annoying because there's so many of these, like, jungle bush tree things. I don't know what they are, and they're only in this biome. So it's going to take me a while, but it'll be worth it. I don't know how big this tree is, but it looks like it's quite a bit bigger, or it just wanted me to fall to my death. Okay, cool. There is one really big bonus to doing this. We're going to get so much wood for the builds that we're going to be doing, which is really nice. We're getting a lot of the early, like, boring work done. All of the resource gathering. Besides mining. We're gonna have to go mining at some point. I just, I don't want to. But I will need me some iron. I'm not gonna lie, to ensure our safety, I think we're gonna craft another stone axe because mine's almost broken. And we're gonna use the new one to break down that tree so there's not a lot of darkness where mobs can spawn. And we're just gonna go around and use the rest of this axe on these, like, smaller oak trees and jungle trees. This one's also a jungle one. Trying to get it so no mobs are gonna spawn during the day on this island. That is my least favorite thing about the jungle biome, is how there can be so many mobs spawning because it's so dark because there's so many trees. There we go. That is 4 stone axes broken, and the island does look a little bit better. I just need to, I need to make some more and clean up the rest. But before we do that, I would like to go mining. I need some iron. I would like some iron armor so I don't feel like I'm gonna die 24/7. So that's gonna be our mission. We need our food to cook up, which should be close to done, and then we can go down in the mines. I guess it's not fully done, so while we wait, we can continue to cut down some more trees. It definitely takes its time, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Having a nice open area to actually, like, be able to work on your builds will be super, super nice. Also, the auto tree dropper mod makes my life a heck of a lot easier. It's just these jungle leaves are so, like, dark and you can't really see through them, so it's kind of hard to find where the log is sometimes. Like, you can't really see the bottom of the blocks. See what I mean? It's like kind of mostly dark at the bottom. I'm just such a Minecraft professional. I always know where that is. Totally. There we go. This whole area is actually starting to kind of come together and look cleaned up ish. There's a few more I have to grab over here, but those will be easy and I'm not too worried about them. But now for the process that I'm kind of worried about is mining, because if I find a creeper or skeleton, I could die very, very easily. So let's grab a stack of jungle logs because we're gonna need some sort of wood. Let's grab some cobblestone, some sticks, and let's grab all the food that we have. Now I could go strip mining, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna go try and find a cave, which there might be one down here, but it might also be a water cave. I don't know yet. It's a water cave, and I am not too interested in exploring that, so let's just go see if we can find something else. I found a cave and I found some iron right there, but what are you? Okay, you must be an Enderman because you're not angry at me. I don't even want to, like, remotely look in its direction because I'm terrified of that thing. But I want to get this this iron, so let's kind of just, like, make our way up here. If we can just jump and then mine right up to it. Please be more than a 2 vein, and it wasn't. And I heard a creeper. Why did I hear a creeper? Okay, it's right there. There's actually 2 creepers. Oh my goodness, I hate it already. Let's just try and make our way safely out of here, and we can deal with these creepers. I want to go explore this cave, but I'm, like, terrified because there's these creepers. Stop. We can talk about this Mr. Creeper. Thank you. And now where is your friend? Just crit him once. Let's grab out our axe so we get the extra damage, and there we go. Now, can I find some coal somewhere so I can actually see and make some torches? I don't see any on the top of the cave here, so I guess let's just try and make our way down a little bit, and hopefully there's something right down here. And oh my goodness, I do not like the look of this. I see some light. Actually, there's some copper here. If we could make some copper armor, I wouldn't be opposed. I guess it'll be something to defend me a little bit better. It's not exactly gonna be diamonds, but it's better better than nothing, I guess. Ooh, looks like we found some coal right here. Do not mind if I do. I want some torches. Quickly craft some up so we can actually see. And there we go. Now let's just get the rest of this mined up really quick. We have a stack of copper and 18 coal, so we're good in the torches department. But the one thing we're not good in, let's just block that up so we don't accidentally like step in it and die. Oh no. Stop. No, I do not want to accidentally die to the lava here. So we're just gonna let that go down. But like I was saying, we have enough stuff for some armor if we need, but ideally we could get some iron. And we're just gonna block that up and slowly make our way across here. We're gonna need to make some more torches so we can actually see something. But for now, we're just gonna let that be. Also, these glow berries, a lot of this stuff here, I'm more than happy to have because these will be great decoration blocks. A moss, azalea. I kind of want to make some like mossy cobblestone and stuff later, so that's gonna be really, really nice. More copper. We already have 50, so we are good. And why is there a skeleton? Why is there a skeleton? I don't have a shield. What am I supposed to do against that? I don't think there is anything I can do against it. Oh my goodness, he's coming. I think what we're gonna do is just set up like a little area here where we can hide from the skeleton if we need, and then we're just going to run down here, crit him out as quickly as I can. Okay, he's dead. And there's a creeper. Why is there always a creeper? Just run away. Just gotta play this very carefully. Okay, oh my goodness. But there is some iron at the end of the tunnel, so it was not worth it. There was only one piece. I say that as I find two, but that's besides the point. We're gonna ignore that. But this coal, though, we will happily grab this. Looks like the cave expands a little bit more, and we do have some glowberries here, so I do not mind. I will happily grab those. And oh my goodness, I actually see some iron. But before we head down, my pickaxe is almost broken, so you should probably craft up another one. I wish I could make an iron one, but I don't really feel like smelting stuff, so let's just do a stone one for now. Grab our crafting table, and I guess we can make our way down here. I see a creeper, which I do not like. Let's just sneak our way down here. Hopefully the creeper doesn't see us. I don't think he does, or I don't see him at least. That's what I'm going with, so he doesn't see us. Hopefully he doesn't just randomly appear as I'm mining up this iron, which is actually a pretty big vein of iron. We're up to 11 pieces now, and there's another vein right here. Please be another big like 8 vein, which I think it's not an 8 vein, but it's a 5 vein, which I will not complain about. Actually, it's a 6 vein. There's another piece. I'm not gonna say how many pieces that is because then it's two numbers together that people really like to say. I'm good. I don't think I'll be at it. I don't think I'll be saying that. We're up to 25 pieces. That means we can make basically a full set of armor and maybe a tool. I don't actually know how much it takes for either. That's just kind of what I feel like I'm remembering. Somewhere in the 20 range for a full set of tools and armor. And go away, Mr. Creeper. I hate this. I have a bow, so I could shoot him, but there's no point in wasting my one arrow on this single creeper when I can just cheese him and hit him with my sword. And hopefully I do not get attacked while I'm grabbing this last piece of iron. Honestly, if I could find like one more vein of iron, I'll be happy and I'll get out of the caves. That's basically all I want. Just one decent vein of iron. I'm happy. What else could you really ask for besides like a little bit of iron? Before I continue going up that path, I want to make sure there's no iron over here or diamonds. I mean, if I can find a diamond as well, I will not complain. But diamonds are not my main concern. My main concern right now is just iron. It'd be awesome if I could just easily set up an iron farm and get that going. Oh my gosh, yes, some iron. This is so awesome. I guess it's up to 29 pieces, which I said one good vein. Oh my gosh, that's a skeleton. I think we can take him if we just throw this in our offhand. Go between. Okay. I hate how fast they shoot. There we go. And it looks like we're back up to the surface. So that was that entire cave. I guess we have to go find another one now. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and collect ourselves up some iron armor. By collect, I mean craft, because I mean, what else is there really to collect? We made it up to the surface, but now I have to be really careful because it's nighttime and in a jungle forest. That is recipe for disaster. I don't actually know where my home is. I'm just kind of run a direction. I need to get on top of some trees so I can see the general whereabouts. I really should have marked down the coordinates to my base before I went under, but I did not think of doing that. Oh my goodness. I know it's kind of like intense right now and I could die at any second, but there's a parrot, and I love parrots. If I had any seeds, I would capture you and bring you home, but I do not, so we're just gonna keep going. There's also some cocoa beans if I ever want to come up here and get some round eye, I guess. Oh my goodness, there is a skeleton. No. We can talk about this. Stop. There's two of them. There's two. Okay, wait. I need to find home. I don't know where my bed is. Okay, I see. Okay, there's our island. I was gonna say I see water, so that's a better sign at least. We just gotta quickly get down here across this little like river, and then I think we're good. We just have have to run from the spider that decided it wants to chase us. Okay, I finally actually feel semi-safe. So let's get this iron in here. Let's trade out the oak or dark oak logs for the coal. Also, I kind of want a little bit more torches. So let's take half and let's make about 40 torches. Why not? I don't need a lot of this stuff. It can just go back into storage. And then once I get that, I think we're gonna go on another mining / exploration trip. I just don't know where, because I haven't found any good caves over here. There's some coal up there on the side of the cliff. I might go grab that. While we're here waiting, we might as well go grab it. So let's quickly do that. I feel like I never actually have enough coal whenever I'm playing Minecraft. Like, I always use so much of it smelting stuff, and then you always need a bunch of torches so you can actually see things, and so no mobs spawn as well. So I feel like I just never have enough of this. Oh, I'm really glad that this stuff is just spawning right next to me. Okay, I got 32. I don't know how much I had in my inventory before, so I'm pretty sure I got quite a bit, and that was only one vein. Here is vein number 2 of coal. There we go. We got 41 pieces. I am happy with that. That should last us a decent bit. At least I hope. We got 15 pieces of iron done. Let's craft up a chest plate and a shield, but I need some wood for that. So let's craft up some dark oak planks and make the weird shape of a shield. There we go. And then I need one more piece for pants. There we go. Now we just need a helmet, and then we're basically good. We have feather falling 2 golden boots. We're probably gonna wear them for now until at least they break. And it turns out I didn't actually need the copper, so I'm really glad. And it turns out I did not need the copper, so it was nice I grabbed it, but I'm really glad I don't actually have to use it. There we go. We have 13 pieces of iron. Do not mind if I do. I would like a iron pickaxe. Actually, we might do 2, but I want to do a iron shovel first. We don't need the stone one anymore. We can throw those 2 out. And I guess with the rest of the iron, we're actually just going to leave it. We can always make a second one later. Actually, I take it back. I decided I'm going to make an iron sword as well, because mine's about to break. We don't need the stone one anymore. We can just throw that down there. And now, because I don't really want to be in the jungle to find a cave, because finding anything in here is a really big pain, we're going to go over there. I'm pretty sure it gets kind of flatter, so we can actually see something. It was just boating across the water. And what is this? There's like a stronghold type thing. I don't think the stronghold can spawn this ice. So I think it's a part of my Modpack, but I guess I will not complain. I see some books right here. I do want those. I do want to make an enchanting table eventually. I just don't know how's going to be the best way to get it. But if I can get some free books from these structures, that will definitely help me out quite a bit. Also, candles are a great decoration block. Might as well grab those. And then they also have some stuff in all of these decorated pots. And under here, ooh, we got an iron axe with efficiency 1. I don't need the copper one, and none of the other stuff in there is really important. What about in here? Copper pickaxe, some enchanting books that I don't really care about. Bones, though, I will happily take some bones. Another iron axe, do not mind if I do, and more bones. And I think that's basically the entire dungeon. Dude, actually, that was really good. Which, after searching that, it makes me think, over there, along that cliffside, there was that right there. There's like a dungeon. So we're gonna go explore that really quick. I don't think it has any like special mobs. I think it's just kind of like an extra structure to search and explore through. Because in my opinion, Minecraft does not have enough of those. Let's just kind of mine our way in here somehow. I don't know how to actually do this. Okay, there's more bookshelves. Do not mind if I do. I'll happily take that. And we get some wheat, brown mushrooms. I don't really care about any of that. I have a good food source for now. Ooh, coal. I will actually happily take this. Let me quickly mine this up. Got some more emeralds, more candles, and most of all, some more books. I don't know how many books you need for the 15 bookshelves, but I'm getting really lucky with how many books I'm getting. Plus, I have the 12 leather. We might actually be able to get an enchanted table really early. Ooh, 2 pieces of iron and lanterns. I will happily grab those. Is there anything else in the rest of these structures? I don't think so, unless there's something in here. Nope. Yeah, I believe that's everything. If I had a brush, I could go through this suspicious gravel, but I do not really feel like making one. So now let's go actually find the like plains biome I was looking for right after I go back and sleep, because it's getting nighttime. I guess while I'm back here, I might as well make that iron helmet that I was missing, so we have the full protection we can get, and I don't need a lot of this stuff, so it's gonna go right back into the chest, which is full now. So that means that we get the privilege of making another double chest really quick. Throw this one on top, and then we can just throw everything else that we have in here. I don't think I need the stone axe anymore. They're so easy to craft, and it only has a little bit of durability. We have these 2 iron axes, so we might as well just use those. And now let's go see if we can find a plains biome. I almost forgot, I want to bring my bed because what if, you know, something happens and I get stuck out there and I want to sleep? So we're gonna do that, and now we're actually gonna leave. I don't know how many times I said I was gonna leave, but now I am actually leaving. Nothing else is distracting me, no dungeon, nothing. We're just walking. Over there is a plains biome, but we also just have, oh, I'm sorry, baby horse, I did not mean to hit you. But also just walking through the acacia is a lot better than the jungle because you can actually see things. Like up there, I see some cows, which I do kind of want potentially. And it looks like we actually have a potential for some caves right here. Or it just goes into water. I am not gonna go underwater because I don't have any doors. There's a bunch more horses along my way, so I am so sorry, guys. It has to happen. I think after this adventure, I think we'll have enough books for the bookshelves for an enchanting table. I don't really need sheep. I have honestly a lot of food, so we're just gonna leave them all here. We might come back for them so we can bring them to our base. And it looks like we actually found a decent cave. I say that as this thing is huge. Oh my goodness. I should have definitely made a water bucket. Actually, we have the iron. We're gonna do it. Let's make a crafting table. Gonna make a water bucket. And now we actually have to go up and grab the water. There we go. Now I think all we're gonna do is just drop it down so I don't accidentally fall and take a bunch of damage. And I should probably see if there is any like sort of iron or diamonds over here before I go down. We do have some up there, but it's kinda out of reach. It might be really annoying to get to, but we might as well. I am really desperate for iron, so let's just do that real quick and see if there is anything else up here. Coal, copper. I don't really want to spend the time mining any of that, so let's head down. Gotta make sure we land in the water. And what is that? Is this a zombie just in full armor? Oh my gosh, there's a creeper. No. Why are there so many? Oh, no. Calm down. Guys. We can talk about this. We can talk about this. Why are there so many of you? We're just gonna run. I see some iron behind that creeper. Of course, it's always behind a creeper. Oh my goodness, there are so many mobs down here. I have 2 creepers that I'm attacking. There's a skeleton right above them, plus these 2 zombies. I should probably get my shield out just in case. But what's the fun in that? Goodness, these creepers and skeletons are annoying. I have 2 skeletons behind me. Okay, wait. I need to like play this a little bit careful here. Let's grab our shield out. How are these guys hitting me? Let me just deal with the zombies as the skeletons are dealing with each other, and then I'll help out that skeleton and then take you out. Perfect. Now can I please peacefully grab this iron? Mining in this game is so much more fun when you actually find a big cave with actual ores in it, and not just like those tiny caves that have nothing and are kind of just a waste of time. Like, you'd probably be better off just like, you know, strip mining instead of mining some of those caves. But this cave is actually really good. We've already gotten like 15 pieces of iron, and there's another giant vein right here. Also, if we see any ores that drop XP, I need to remember to grab them because I want 30 levels. If I can get efficiency 4, that would be fantastic. And honestly, if we can get any enchantment on any tool, I'll be so happy. We're at a stack and 20 of iron, so I think we're gonna call it there for now with the iron. So I guess that means that I should probably go down deeper in this cave and try and find some diamonds, but I don't want to, I'm not gonna lie. It looks kind of scary down there. I prefer the higher levels where I'm just kind of finding some iron. And of course, there's always a creeper. Oh, there's redstone too. I want the XP from that as well, from the creepers as well. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm so glad that I have my shield in my hotbar, because I would have died like twice now from creepers. Whoever was editing, leave like a little bit before I started talking so like they can see the creeper exploding. As much as I don't want to, because I'm kind of low-key scared, we're gonna make our way down into the cave deeper. I see some iron down here, but I also see a skeleton. Please stop. And a spider. I'm not a fan of either. Thank you. I need to grab my torches back out so you guys can actually see something, because it's, for some reason, it is so dark. We have found our first diamond. Do not mind if I do. Come on, please be more than 2 though, which it does not unfortunately look like it's going to be. I guess that's all right. Can I reach this redstone though? I would like as much XP as I can physically get, so let's quickly grab that. Now, I don't know where to explore. There's that way over there, and then there's this way back here, but that way has zombies, so we're gonna go this way first. Plus, I see a bunch of redstone and lapis, which equals free XP. I could also probably use the lapis for enchanting if I ever get that enchanting table that I wanted. unfortunate. A little bit more lapis. We also found this skeleton spawner, which, I mean, it's cool. It's kind of rare, but I don't think I really need it. I also got some more coal and 5 pieces of leather. Do not mind if I do. Ooh, there is a diamond up on the roof right up there. So we have to make our way up there. As much as I don't want to, it has to happen. I think an easy way to do it is take our bucket, grab this water, and then it makes it so much easier to scale the wall. Once we get close to it, we're just going to grab some blocks, place them down, and we can mine the block. I really hope that this vein is not just 1 diamond though, because that will be so sad. I'm gonna place these blocks down, grab our water bucket back down. I'm low-key kind of scared though, and it looks like it is only, unfortunately, 1 vein of diamonds. Or 1 block, not 1 vein. That was a vein. It was just 1 in the vein. I have no idea if that made any sense. Anyways, still continues to go this way. Stop. We can talk about this. Thank you. And it looks like this gets like very flat here, which it does because there is a trial chamber right there. I don't know if I want to explore that though, because those are low-key really scary. I feel like I'd rather go through a warden city that I can't think of the name of it than actually explore one of these trial chambers. I'm gonna peek my head in, take a little look, and then we're probably gonna leave because they look really cool. They just really scare me. The wardens have nothing on the trial chambers. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather do the ancient city 10 times before I do that one once. At least with no armor. If I had a full armor, I'd rather do the trial chamber. I spy with my little eye the edge of some diamonds right there. So we're gonna go down, grab those, but there's even something better, which is this redstone because I need XP. I guess killing mobs also works, which I have been doing. It's just, I don't think it's as effective. Or maybe it's more effective. I don't know. We're gonna drop the water bucket so we can go down. And why? No. But stay back. Stay in the corner. Yeah, stay right there. You stay there. Okay, thank you. I honestly did no idea that spam clicking was so effective. Ooh, there's actually 2 veins of diamonds down here. There is a 4 down on the floor, and then there's 2 in the roof. Gotta make our way around the cliffside so we don't accidentally fall and die. It looks like that skeleton is defending those diamonds with his life, which is kind of unfortunate, for him at least. When you have armor, skeletons aren't actually that bad. They're just kind of really annoying if they like push you off something if you're building up like so. And it looks like this is only a 2 vein, which is so unfortunate. Gotta make sure you dig around though, just to be safe. We're up to 5, and I see at least 4 more there, which gets us to 9. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just gonna sneak in here, mine my diamonds, and then I'll be on my way. There we go. We're at 9, but I kind of want some more. I want to be able to make some diamond armor so I feel safer. I guess the cave still expands on this way, so we are going to check it out, but I have to deal with the... Oh my goodness, I'm being like, no, they shoot too quick. I'm way too low. We're just gonna run. Plus, there was a witch there. I do not like the sound of that at all. He drank swiftness. We're just gonna block all that up so he can't get up here. And then just kind of hit him. Make sure he can't hit me with anything. I gotta kill him so quick that he can't. And it looks like the skeletons ran away from each other. So now they have nothing on me. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing any more diamonds this way. I do see redstone though, which is free XP. Ooh, I'm so glad that I actually killed the witch and the skeletons because look at this. This is an 8 vein actually. That is insane. Happily, we'll be grabbing all of this stuff, and we will, honestly, after we get this, we might head back up to the surface because I really want to get started on our base. Maybe just checking around a few more corners, make sure there's no more sneaky diamonds just hiding away from me, which I do not believe there is. So, oh, wait, never mind. As I'm heading back up so I can dig up from a more tall area, I guess, I find at least a 3 vein. Perfect. We have now 20 diamonds. That will make us a few tools plus an enchanting table. And maybe if I'm lucky, I can make a chest plate as well. So let's just start digging, get back up to the surface, and we can go start our base. Thank goodness I accidentally mined into like the big cave again because I just found a giant hole leading out of here. Going to need to place a few blocks going up. We're gonna have to mine some as well, but we're probably not even gonna have to make another pickaxe. I fully expected to have to craft another one, but I am really glad that I did not need to. And look at that, we come back up to the surface inside of a village, which I don't think I need anything from here. I would grab some of these hay bales, but I'm really lazy and I don't really want to. So we're just gonna kind of run around really quick, see if they have any books, like a librarian guy, and then we'll steal those. But really, honestly, I don't want anything else. Only one more house right here to check, and if nothing in here, then we are good to go. Now, I don't actually remember where my base was. I think it was in that direction. I don't actually know. I remember it was semi-close to a savanna biome, which I just see jungle over there. What in the world am I looking at? What's that supposed to be? Oh, it's just a sheep, but it just was not rendered. Okay. I think my house is over there, maybe? I don't actually know. It's so hard to tell in the rain. You can't see anywhere. Okay, right as I was saying that, the weather cleared, so now I can actually see, and I'm pretty sure it's just somewhere right over there. Also, what is this? I haven't seen this structure before in my mod pack. I see some villagers. I see a cow. Do not mind if I do. Come here, Mr. Moo Moo. Honestly, the only thing I'm really looking for in a house like this is just some more bookshelves if they have some, which it is not looking like they do, but they do have some crypts or some trial chambers. I don't know what they are, but they have something for me to follow. So we're gonna see where those go, but I want to make it back first before it gets nighttime and I die. Actually, I have a light gray bed. Why don't I just like blaze that down and sleep really quick? I'm pretty sure if we just take our boat, our home should be like right up here. I hope at least. Yeah, it's right there. Okay, perfect. Now for the part that I do not want to do, we have to get all of this iron cooking up. So get in there, and then, you know, we might as well get my inventory completely cleaned out because I hate having it full of anything. And if we have any sugar cane in here, we do. I want to get this growing because I want to get that enchanting table. I wish you could place sugar cane on gravel, because then when there's gravel along the riverside, it would be so much better. But no, they only limit us to sand and dirt for some reason. I don't know why. Like, gravel isn't that bad of a growing block, right? Like, you could grow a lot of stuff on some gravel. That was a joke. I don't actually think you can grow anything on gravel, but I'm not 100% sure. Honestly, while that cooks, I think, as much as I don't want to do it, we should get the island cleaned up. So let's go around and find all these little, like, bush things and remove them. Just, actually finding the log might be a little bit of a pain, but that's fine. There should be another one right in here, if I'm not mistaken, and that cleans up all of those. Perfect. Also, bamboo. I do want to get the bamboo growing. I just don't want it on my main island, so let's just go plant it right over here really quick. There we go. We have the island completely cleared up now, so now we can begin on our project. But we're not quite done terraforming the island. We have to bring it down all the way down to y coordinate, I think 69 should work. So yeah, this layer that I'm standing on, everything here has to be cut down to there. Also, this stuff right here is going to have to get filled in, but that is completely fine. Once I get all of it cut down, I'll have so many dirt blocks, I will be good. I should really get like efficiency 4, diamond shovel, or something like that, so I can mine this a little bit quicker. But we all like a challenge, right? And finally, there we go. Everything is cut down. Now I'm gonna have to fill in all of those places, but I'm really starting to like the look of this, and it'll be really easy to build on. But I guess it's time to do this. Let's just start filling all of this in. I need a flat area to work with. I really hope that once I get all this done, the build will look really, really nice, but I honestly do not know yet. I had an idea that I was gonna do for this video, but I don't know if it's actually gonna work here or not, because for at least what I have in mind, it's going to be quite a big build. And then we gotta go back here, make sure all of this is terraformed up, and should probably terraform up some of this as well. I don't know how much of this we're gonna need yet. Just I know a little bit. It's definitely gonna have to go to at least right here, so it's in line with that corner, and then we can connect those in. And we have so much dirt from when we cut down everything. And honestly, for this little area, I'm feeling kind of lazy, so we're just gonna throw down like 2 torches and then just cover up the top block here. As long as you guys don't tell anyone, no one will ever know that this was even here. And at that point, like, does it really matter? If no one knows, yeah, does it really matter that much? And there we go. We got our full working area. This is going to be a massive build, but I'm really excited for this, so let's just hop straight into it. Except for I wish we could just hop straight into it. We will not be able to. We're gonna need our deep slate, our cobblestone, and we are going to make some furnaces. Let's just say we are going to need a lot of, I don't know what they're called. We're gonna need a lot of stone. So we need to get a bunch of furnaces so we can get stuff cooking, and I would also really, really like to get some charcoal going as well. So let's throw 2 stacks into here, and then do we have any more wood we can use to cook it? I'm thinking if we take these logs, make them into planks, we'll use this as the fuel for all of our furnaces, and if I have any more stacks of the jungle wood, which I do, we're going to throw those in these other furnaces. There we go. We're getting some charcoal. Now for the other process, we're gonna need a lot of stone, so let's just get to work on that. Let's make a diamond pickaxe so we can speed up our process a little bit, and I guess we're just gonna kind of go over there and and start mining down, I guess. But I also kind of want to get some saplings down so I have a good wood source. We're gonna grab our dark oak, our acacia. I should probably grab some of the oak as well. Jungle, because jungle is gonna be so easy to expand. And there we go. Let's go get some of these planted. I'm pretty sure right over here there is kind of like the edge of a acacia, and that's where we're gonna plant. Oh well, I kind of want them close though. I guess that's where we're gonna plant some for now, because I'm gonna be underground for a very long time mining a lot of cobblestone. Ooh, but if I go too far, then that stuff over there isn't gonna be cooking. So I don't know where is gonna be a good happy ground. I think what we're gonna do is just kind of cut down some trees right here, and then we'll call it good. At least I hope. I need to cut down this tree, and then let's just get some of these down. So let's do the 4 dark oak, and I would like to get a bunch more of those. 4 more of those right there, and we'll do another 4 right there. Oh, I actually have enough for 1 more tree, which we'll do right here. Those are oak saplings, not the dark oak that I was wanting to do. And it's getting nighttime, so let's quickly sleep so we don't die. I'm not gonna lie, planting trees in the jungle is one of the hardest things I've ever done. I don't know if we really need to plant these jungle saplings. I don't think we're going to. We just kind of want to get some acacia down, which I think if we hopefully cut down that tree, which did not work, but we have an egg and we got a baby chicken out of that. That is insanely lucky. Let's just throw a few of these acacia saplings down where I can maybe think they'll grow. I don't actually know. If I hop over, there's like no open space for any trees to grow anyway. We're just gonna throw them around. I think we're gonna keep the other 3 honest because I don't know if any of them are gonna grow. But let's just start the dreaded process. Let's mine down right here and let's go collect some stone. I guess it'd probably be smart to break the iron pickaxe first before we start using the diamond one, which it'll take like 4 blocks and that'll be done. I was wrong. It was actually 5 blocks, but that's all right. And now time to make a giant hole right here underground because I need a lot of stone. I'm thinking we're gonna go for about like I think starting out like 6 stacks of stone, and then we'll probably call it there, I guess. I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be nowhere near enough, but it's still, I guess, worth a shot. You know, I should really focus on getting some enchanting levels so I can get the, you know, the enchanting table and get the level 30. Because if I could get efficiency 4, it would be so nice and speed up this process so much. And honestly, we might go try and do that first because I'm going to need a lot of stone for this build. I'm pretty sure we have all the leather and books we're going to need. And I did get a comment on one of my previous videos about using bone meal on sugarcane to get the sugarcane quicker. Now, I don't know if that actually works. I was going to test it and see, because if that does work, that would be so awesome. Yeah, honestly, that's going to be a really good idea. So let's just get 4 stacks so we can get some stone cooking, and then we're going to go focus on getting efficiency 4. And we're basically already almost at 4 stacks. I think last time I checked, we had like 32, but that's been a little bit. So we'll just break a few more blocks, and probably that should be at 4 stacks. We're going to do 3 more and check, and that is perfectly a stack. There we go. Now we can go back, get this smelting, and get some efficiency 4. And walking back to the island, this is going to need a lot of terraforming because this is like straight cliffs everywhere. That's all right. I do love me some terraforming, and it shouldn't be too hard. It's going to take a lot of dirt and a lot of other stuff. You know, I didn't take into account that, you know, the charcoal is going to take quite a bit to cook. We have honestly a lot of charcoal so far, but not quite enough, I don't think. Well, that cooks. When I was cutting down everything, I heard some lava right underneath me. So let's make a water bucket, and we can actually, we already have a water bucket. I don't need to craft one. Over here, yeah, I hear a lava pool. So can I just like mine over and into it is my question, which I can. Perfect. We're gonna throw down a water bucket, and I guess let's just get to mining. We're gonna need quite a bit of this for the plan I have in mind, but for now, all we need is, I think, 10, maybe 13 for the enchanting table, I guess. I'm not gonna lie, mining obsidian with a plain diamond pickaxe is so painful. It takes so long to do this. Like, I think I've already been here for like 3 or 4 minutes, and I only have like 4 pieces, but it's gotta happen. I gotta mine all of it up. I have some really big plans with it all. There, we got 22 pieces, so that's good enough for now. We're gonna use it to get to the nether really quick, and I also kind of want to make an enchanting table right away as well. We're just gonna use 10 pieces of the nether portal because we do not need more of them. This is only a temporary portal, and all of the charcoal is done. Let's grab all of that out and replace the fuel source with the charcoal. And now let's just throw in the stacks of cobblestone in place of the wood. I'm pretty sure in these chests somewhere we do have a flint and steel, which we do. Perfect. We can light the portal, and now I'm low-key kind of scared to go in there. We got our gold boots on, so we should be safe from any piglins, but that's not really actually what I'm really concerned about. I'm more concerned about like a ghast shooting me, getting knocked in lava, you know, any of the above. Might as well bring an instant health potion because I have it. Why not? And I kind of want to make a enchanting table, so it should be obsidian like so, a book on top, and then the 2 diamonds, and look at that. We have our first enchanting table. Let's just plop that down, and we can get efficiency 6. I meant 1, not efficiency 6. Efficiency 6 does not exist. I don't know what I'm saying, but I guess it's about that time. We're gonna hop in the nether and try and collect some XP. Get our shield ready, and let's just go through. I'm pretty sure that this gold also gives XP. Maybe it doesn't. Oh no, it does. It does. I just got kind of unlucky with the first few there, but that's fine. Where does this lead to? Is there any more quartz? There is, but there's also a skeleton, which kind of scares me. I don't like this. I'm just running around mining quartz, and I can still hear the ghast up there, and I do not like it at all. It's terrifying me for whenever I have to come out of here. But we're basically at 25 levels of XP, so we're kind of getting close-ish. I found another big vein of quartz here, so this should help quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of risky coming in another with only iron gear, but I really, really want the XP. I'm really hoping this gold gets me to level 26. I gotta get kind of lucky. One more piece has to drop me XP, and of course, I don't get lucky. I guess we just have to go back up here. I see some more gold, and so I'm hoping there's some more quartz up here as well. Nope, I accidentally just came right back up to the surface, but my portal should be right up there. We're gonna just kind of stay down here for a little bit longer. I'm hoping that we can find a lot more quartz. I might just go strip mining for it because I don't know how else I'm gonna find any. There's some up there. I should go up there really quick and grab it. I can't miss any because I'm struggling to find any as is. Oh, I'm actually really glad I came up here because look at this. There are 3 veins of quartz. Kind of wish I didn't get this biome or spawned right in the center of it. If I could have spawned on the edge so getting quartz was a little bit easier, I would much rather prefer that. And I'm getting assaulted. Get out of here, please. None. Oh, I just saved him. Okay, wait. Calm down. Calm down. You do way too much damage to me, pal. But now I just gotta mine up the rest of this. That should be level 27 right there. And hopefully these other 2 veins will get me to level 28, which I highly doubt they will. But, you know, I can at least dream about it. Level 28, and this vein is massive. This might actually get me like halfway to 29. I take that back. It got me like 40% of the way there, though. There we go. We are at 30 levels, which I am pretty dang happy with. Let's just kind of make our way back out of here. I'm pretty sure our portal is right below this cliff. I just gotta very, very carefully kind of just make my way down, just like so. And now let's get out of here. And now for the part that I'm really, really excited for. We can actually get our first enchantment on the world. Let's grab our leather. Let's grab our books, if I can actually find them, which I don't know where they are. They're right there. Perfect. And then we're gonna need some wood. If we throw those in there, throw the books in the middle. There's 11 books, but we need a few more. I don't know. Let me Google real quick. I think it's 15 for an enchanting table. I just checked. It is 15 bookshelves, so we are going to need some sugarcane. I think we should have enough leather. I'm at least hoping. If we don't, that's gonna be kind of unfortunate, but I guess I can probably find a cow somewhere around. But we got the 33. I want to try that bone meal thing that I said earlier. If we make that though, and we throw... Oh, I don't remember how to make books. I think it's leather and then 3, which gets us to 12. Let's grab some bones. Let's see if this actually works. So I have no idea if it's going to work or not, but let's see really quick. Just right click on the sugarcane and it does not grow anything. That is really unfortunate, but I guess that is all right. We have like, I think 4. We have enough books, I think, don't we? If I throw that in there, and then there we go. We actually do have the perfect amount of books. So we're actually going to throw this up right here, kind of in the center. So it's gonna be an enchanting table there, and then it's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we're gonna throw the enchanting table right there, which you should just probably grab, just like so. And now we should have level 30. Perfect. But I do want to put it on a new pickaxe because mine is already kind of damaged, but quite a bit. We got our fresh pickaxe. I also need lapis. I can't believe I forgot that. But the lapis in there. Efficiency 4. Let's see what we get. Just efficiency 4. That is, I'm not gonna lie, kind of really unfortunate, but it's still fine. We will be able to use that for a very long time to collect up a lot of stone. I guess why not? We have the pickaxe. Let's go try it out. Let's see how much quicker this is gonna make our lives. No, I'm not gonna lie. I do not remember where my little tunnel down was. Oh, it's right here, actually. It's really hard to find anything in the jungle if you do not remember its exact location. And oh my goodness, this is so much nicer. I am really glad that we made the investment getting the enchanting table. Also have to really, really thank all the structures with all the bookshelves in it because that definitely made my life a lot easier. I don't know how many stacks of cobblestone we're gonna need to smelt up into stone. I just know it's gonna be a bunch for what I have in mind. I'm also gonna need to collect up a bunch of vines because I want some like mossy cobblestone, mossy stone brick, and just stuff like that. But for right now, my main goal is just collect up a bunch of cobblestone. Okay, there we go. We got a pretty big area cut out, and we're up to 12 stacks plus 14 of cobblestone. I think we're gonna call it there for now. I do not think that this is gonna be enough for the build that I'm gonna do, but it's, you know, it's a good start at least. Also, our poor pickaxe is just destroyed. That's one mining chip, and it's basically already down 50% of its durability. I'm so sad I did not get efficiency or unbreaking 3. But let's grab all of this stone and throw in some more cobblestone as well. Here we go. We got 4 stacks, and might get us an outline, I think. I guess now that we have the stone, we might as well start. And to start, we actually have to cut out this whole outside part and replace it in with stone, because this is going to be our base layer. And if you guys couldn't tell yet, the build that I'm doing is a giant jungle pyramid. At least that's going to be my main build. There's going to be some other stuff, obviously. There's going to be some farms and etc. And I think we went too far back on that side, so it should just go to right here. There we go. We got the base cut out. So now for the long, tedious process, we got to replace all of this in with stone. And then we will make our way up to the top, but these 4 stacks, they might get me all the way around at least the base part of it. At least I'm really hoping, because we are already out of 1 stack, and yeah, we're way over half, so we will be able to at least get an outline done. There we go. That is how big the pyramid is going to be, and that thing is massive. This is definitely one of the biggest builds I have ever done, but I think it's going to be one of my most favorite builds to do. It's just going to take a lot of time to replace all of the stone in and get the shape going for this. Also, a really good thing is with each layer, it takes less and less stone. So like the first one took a little bit over a stack and a half. That one barely used over a stack. So this one should use under a stack, I'm hoping. And somehow we are already out of the 4 stacks. So let's grab whatever we have left over in here, and let's just keep continuing this on. I will do some texturing in the actual pyramid. I just want to get the shape going, and then I'll go back around and do the rest. It's just way easier for me if I do it like this. It's just easy for me to visualize and, you know, kind of do everything. There we go. This thing is looking absolutely massive, and this might be way too big of a project, but I think I'll like it once it's done. But I also am just realizing we are going to need a way into this base here that I don't know exactly how I'm going to do yet. Honestly, for an entrance, I think I'm just going to cut out a part of it like right in the center, because I think I want to do a big nether portal there. And then we can kind of just use that as our entrance. So let's just gonna make a cut in right here. And then how big are we going to want this to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that should be good. Now let's chop all that out and let's see how this is gonna look. Not 100% sure, but let's go look back in free cam. And honestly, I think I'm gonna like that. Now I'm not gonna lie, making the pyramid with this hole here is going to be a lot more difficult, but I think it's gonna be worth it because we're gonna need an entrance into the middle of the temple somehow. And I think it's also gonna look really, really good with another portal there. Do we have any more stone done? We have about another stack in 15. Do not mind if I do. I am absolutely loving how much cheaper it's getting per layer for this like base. Like I think we are well under a stack now to get 1 layer done. So now this next stack should hopefully only take like 30, right? Like these 25 pieces that I have, that should be plenty, correct? I hope, at least. I have no idea. Probably not realistically. Yeah, we're already out and we didn't even get over half of it done. And while we wait for the stone to smelt up, let's just throw a few torches in so we don't get any mobs spawning in here. Just like so. Throw some down in the center as well. There we go. We should be good on any mobs spawning on the inside. I honestly have no idea what to do. We'll wait for the stone to cook up. I'm kind of just like running around in circles, wasting my food because I have no idea what else to do. Honestly, I feel like it's smarter for us to just use cobblestone for now because it is just a temporary block. Honestly, I feel like it just makes more sense for us to use cobblestone because it's just a temporary block until I want to get it all textured. I just need to get a shape there so I can visualize stuff. So yeah, we're actually going to do that. We're going to just swap to cobblestone. A lot of this will be getting changed out. I'm sure a lot of it will be stone, but this is just going to make my life easy. Same thing, dirt, cobblestone, bring that straight up into the middle. We're just gonna keep bringing it up. I don't know how tall this is actually gonna end up being. I feel like it's gonna be a very tall temple though. Maybe this could be like the Temple of Time from like the Legend of Zelda games. I am absolutely in love with those games. I think they are like the they're my favorite single-player games that I've ever played. Like Breath of the Wild, that was the first Zelda game I ever played, and that one, I just kind of fell in love with it. The whole open world thing, it was just so much fun for me. Honestly, I'm really liking that height. So I think the top of the portal is gonna go right here. Let's just set some dirt as filler blocks, I guess. I did not mean to fall. Ignore that. Just like so, connected in just like that. But yeah, like I was saying, the Breath of the Wild, absolutely love that game. Tears of the Kingdom though, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't finished it. It's been how long since it released? I just I'm kind of slow when it comes to playing games, other than Minecraft for some odd reason. But I just recently started, I think it was Ocarina of Time. It was one of the really old ones. I have a DS or a 3DS, and I kind of decided to just start playing it on there. I also think the temple can be connected back in just like that, and maybe I should connect it in like that, I guess, too, probably. And then we can just do the same thing just like this, going up to the top. We're only gonna do like 2 more layers because I don't want it to be like a point. I want it to kind of be flat on top. I think that this is going to be the last block of height we add. Let's go take a look at this. Yeah, I'm actually really liking that. So let's fill in this, and now we have a rough shape for our little base here. All right, I guess not little base. It's kind of a really big base. But these walls, I do want to fill them in. Don't know what I'm exactly doing here yet. I just don't want them to be open. As much of a fan as I am of open design like houses and stuff, I kind of don't want to do that here. There we go. How are we liking this? I think I'm really liking it. I don't actually know yet. I guess what I want to do is get the nether portal in, because I feel like that's really going to add to the base, which means we have to unfortunately cut down this thing, but that is completely fine. With efficiency 4, it goes so much quicker to actually mine it now instead of the plain diamond pickaxe. All right, we have 21 pieces of obsidian. Let's just start, I guess. Let's go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're already hitting our head. I don't think we need this block. We can remove that one, but these ones here, and why is there an ocelot? Are you wanting to move in? I would absolutely love a pet cat, but I guess she doesn't want to be my pet cat anymore. I did not mean to place a block here. Let me quickly break that and place him there. We don't need him in the corners. It's kind of like just a waste to put him there. Let's remove all of these just like so. Connect those in. I do not think we're gonna have enough, just barely. I don't know why, but as I'm recording, there's like something itching my nose, and it's really annoying. We are missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to go get 5 more blocks of obsidian, but that is completely okay. Because if you guys remember, right over here, there was a little lava pool, like on my island. It's right in here. Perfect. We're gonna have to grab our water bucket and just kind of make a little bit more obsidian. There we go. We're already at 7 pieces. We were hardly down here for like any time at all, and now I can't figure out how to get out of there. That's like so confusing down there. It's like a little maze. Ooh, actually, if I made a maze, I feel like in this base, it would be so cool. And there we go. We got the nether portal. It's just kind of got to be lit now. If I can ever find my flint and steel, it's actually in my inventory. I don't know how I missed that. And there we go. We now have a giant nether portal in the side of our like cliff here. Obviously, I'm gonna have to fix that, kind of like terraform it in so it looks a little bit more natural. But something really nice about this is I have a built-in like defense system. It's gonna ever suck if I want to go to the nether, but now, if any mobs try to walk in here, they instantly get teleported away. Thinking of that, I can die really easily, so I might have to make a second portal away from that one so I don't accidentally, like, walk through the portal and instantly blow up to a creeper. And Mr. Ocelot, you can't leave. You're now stuck here. Also, those things are adorable. I kind of really want to tame him, but I don't know how to. If you guys know me, I absolutely hate doing interiors. So now that we got the portal done, we are going to work on some more exterior. And for what I have in mind, we are going to take some of these jungles, or not jungle, acacia. I don't know why I'm saying jungle. And we're also going to take 3 stone and an iron ingot. This is like a must in every world I make. I need a stone cutter. We're gonna take these, make some stairs, make a few slabs, just so I can get the portal looking nice. I'd also like to grab some stone brick stairs, just like so. And then, I'm not gonna lie, every time I walk out of here, if it plays that nether portal sound, I might crash out. I might need to make a different entrance to this base. But I want to kind of like get a nice, I don't know what it would be called, I guess. A nice little like overhang-ish for the portal. I need my tools. I don't know why I have none of them in my hotbar, but how does that look? That looks a lot better not being able to see the obsidian like that. And it looks a lot more natural. And now I gotta walk back through here, so we're gonna hear the really loud sound. But with all this acacia, I want to make some stairs really quick. A stack and 8, that's good enough for now. And oh my goodness, every time I walk in and out, it's gonna play. And I want to add some highlights to this. So let's just just bring some acacia stairs going down the center. I think if we did some stone brick stairs to outline them as well, it would also look really, really nice because we want a little bit of shape to our build. Like now, that kind of really shows like it's a triangle or a pyramid, I guess. I don't know. And plus now we have a way up to the top. We're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna bring these down. Okay, did not mean to do that. And we're going to do a nice little like upside down stair, if I can actually reach it, just like so. There we go. And then we're gonna do upside down stair, and we're gonna bring these all the way up to the top. And now how does that look? I really like it, except for that I need to fix. I do not like the way that this looks. But now how does that look like that? And honestly, maybe not that bad. Now we're gonna have to do that on all 4 of these sides, which we are not gonna have enough acacia or stone brick stairs. So we should actually cook up a little bit more of the stone. Just gonna grab all the cobblestone we have left, throw it in the furnaces, at least the full stacks that we have. And then hopefully we have enough acacia. We can kind of just walk it down on this side, and then we're gonna do the same thing over here. It's really easy going down because you can just kind of, as you're falling, just place them in. But there we go. I'm already really starting to like the look of this. I like the orange highlights. The acacia is typically one of my more least favorite woods, but in this case, I think it honestly looks nice. I kind of do want to do some more highlights though. So we're going to do some stairs here, I think, connecting up into the middle, and then we'll do some more right here just to kind of highlight this little area. And then we might cut out some of this and do like a little, I don't know what it would be called, but we're going to do the same thing on this side, just acacia stairs going up to the center where it would meet, and then some going down on that side. But we are out of acacia. Besides these last 8 stairs that I totally did not forget I had, we are going to have to go farm some of those more up. We are going to have to farm some more of those up, and I really hope my trees that I planted over there are done, but I highly doubt they are because I don't think they can grow in the jungle like this. I don't think they're gonna grow, so let's make like 4 or 5 stone axes, and we are going to go on a mission of chopping down a bunch of trees. It does actually look like a few of our acacia trees are done, so let's quickly mine those ones down to begin with. Do not mind if I do. I'll happily be taking all those. But all of these big jungle trees are also gonna have to go. I think jungle wood is what we're gonna use for our flooring on the inside of our base. And I'm surprised we haven't broken an axe yet. We've cut down, I think, 1 big tree and a bunch of these like smaller trees like this. It might break. Ooh, it's not done. It's not quite broken, but it's close enough. We're just gonna throw it out. And now axe number 2. Let's see what this one can all get. 1 really big tree, and it's basically all completely gone already. Also, the amount of wood that I'm getting from this is amazing. I'm gonna be able to make a lot of charcoal from this. If I cut down this tree, we will have a pretty big, oh, hello, Mr. Biggie. You want to come home with me? I could definitely use some animals around my base. I'm not gonna lie. I think with this axe, we're gonna cut down that, and then this axe is gonna go in the river as well. It's basically almost broken, so I might as well. And it looks like we actually have a few trees done around here. Let's cut down this one, which is not gonna work, unfortunately, because I already cut down this tree once. So we're gonna ignore it and just kind of cut down some of these smaller ones. I'm pretty sure I didn't hear it or see it. I was turned around, but I'm pretty sure an ocelot just attacked this chicken. I don't know, but that was kind of rude if it did. There we go. We cleaned up a pretty big area. This is where we're going to plant all of our trees in the future now. So let's just start with the acacias. We're going to need a bunch of these. I honestly am thinking I'm going to do quite a bit of them for this build, and all the future builds I'm going to do in this video as well. And somehow our inventory is full. I don't really understand it. I'm not going to lie. I think we're going to merge all of our axes that we have. Get that one, and now we have a full axe. That cleaned up a little bit of space, and now we can collect a bunch more of this wood. Wood is always useful. I could use it for smelting, building, you know, anything of the sorts. Thankfully, I still do have our bed on us. I did not think I did, but we can now sleep the night away. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I really don't want to, but this tree does have to go down. It's gonna be kind of annoying, but I want the space to be able to plant some more of other trees. For some reason, my auto tree chop worked on like half the tree, but not when I was trying to break it originally. So I don't know, I'm kind of confused. And I would cut down the dark oak, which I really do want to, but my inventory is way too full. I won't even be able to pick up any of this stuff. So let's just pick up all the jungle and oak we did, and let's bring it home, and then we'll come back. We have absolutely way too much wood now. There is so much jungle in here, but I guess I can't complain. I'm not gonna lie. Having too much wood has never never been an actual problem, I feel like. And with everything we've gotten so far, we're gonna expand the base. Let's craft all of these into stairs, and we have quite a bit in here we can make into some more stone brick stairs. Same thing like before, we are just going to take the stone brick stairs all the way up, kind of like an outline, I guess. I don't exactly know what we're gonna do for the top here. We might just do like a slab of some sort, maybe like an acacia slab or something. But I gotta do the same thing on this side. Run the stone brick stairs as a nice little outline. This is definitely not gonna be enough stone brick stairs, but it might finish like these little areas right here. I take it back. No, it will not. It might get this side done, but we will not have enough for this side, so we need to go craft some more, which is fine. We actually have a bunch of stone cooking up in here. We got almost 2 full stacks. We're gonna make, honestly, yeah, we'll make 1 stack of them for now, and then we can finish this outline just like so. We also have to do some on this side. I don't know what we're gonna do back here. We might not do like these outlines like we did on the front. We might just do those on the one half, and then the back half we might do something else. We might throw up some towers in the corners or something like that. 'Cause if you think about the desert temples, they have kind of those like square towers on them, but I don't know if that's really gonna fit on a build like this. And I'm not gonna lie, I am really liking how this is coming together so far, so we might as well just continue on with it. This is the only other area where we need to put the stone brick stairs in, and there we go. I don't know what we're gonna do with these 2 corners yet, but for these 2, I do have some slight plans. Before we do that though, I'm kind of wanting to change out, you know, some floor plans in here. All the grass, I would kind of want to go to some like jungle planks. So let's grab 2 stacks of these. Actually, honestly, we have enough wood. We're not gonna make slabs. We are just going to do some plain old planks. So now we're gonna go through the very tedious process of cutting out the floor and then replacing it all. And this is honestly quite a big place, so maybe a slight problem. That's all right. Nothing our trusty diamond shovel cannot handle. And I guess I'll just see you guys as soon as I have this done. This will definitely take me a few minutes. There we go. We got everything replaced. And, you know, I got to thinking. I was like, if you think of a jungle temple or like a temple like this, what is going to be on the inside? Is it really going to be wood planks? And then I thought to myself, no, it probably wouldn't. It would make a lot more sense if the interior was more of like a tomb. But we're not going to do that because I'm lazy and I don't like doing interiors and I kind of need a home. So that's what this is going to be. It's going to be like someone moved in and made this their home. So that's why we're going to go with the wood flooring like we have. And we are kind of out of storage, so let's make a few chests. It also sounds like we have our first visitor from the nether. Please, why are you here? I'm not a fan of just random piglins jumping through my portal, but I guess that's all right. And then I'm going to want to do some chests. So we're gonna start them right here, and we're just gonna make a long row of them. I keep misplacing the chests so they are singles instead of doubles. We're gonna leave this open, and then we're gonna do a chest there. And then we're gonna stack these up 1 more, because that's what I can do before they get like, you know, kind of blocked. And there we go. We got a nice little chest area. We're probably gonna expand it in a little bit, but it's good enough for now. I guess this also calls then we should probably move everything from these chests over to here. Just as much as I don't want to, it'll be worth it because I do not like having floating chests just in the middle of my base. And it's super simple to move it all because I can just drag my mouse and hold left click and it just auto transfers absolutely everything into my inventory. Not gonna lie, it's very very nice to have. I should probably organize all my stuff, but I kind of really hate organizing stuff. It's just like I don't know. I really dislike it. I think we're gonna do this as like a row of chests. So then we're gonna go 1 more like this, and then we will be able to walk in the middle and out and around and just like so. That's what this is back here. There'll be a row right here, and then there'll probably also be a walkway right here. Honestly, I am really liking the look of this. It's going to need a lot of texturing and a lot of other stuff, but I kind of see a creeper just chilling out here, and I do not like that very much, because what if he just blows up? I put a lot of effort into my little temple here, and I do not want a creeper ruining that for me. I guess, well, honestly, what we should do next is go around collecting vines, because if we can collect some vines, we can get mossy, cobblestone, stone brick, all of the above, and with those, that means it will look a lot better with, like, the mossy look to it, and not just straight stone. Now, somewhere in these chests, I know I have iron. I don't know where. I found it. It's right here. here. We're gonna need 2 of those, and then we can go collect some vines really quick with the shears. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need. I just know I'm going to need quite a bit, and at least I'm in the jungle, so farming them will be super easy. I think this is the most common biome for vines, if I'm not mistaken, so this should go really, really quick. It'd go a lot quicker if I had, you know, efficiency 5 on it, or efficiency 4. Wouldn't complain with efficiency 4 either, but I think for that you need to get a book from villagers, and you can't really just put it in enchanting table. I could be wrong on that. I don't actually know. If you guys do know, comment down below and let me know. The amount of vines here is insane. I've been working on like 1 tree, and I'm already over a stack. I don't know how much over we are. I just know we're over a stack, and basically every tree here just has infinite amounts of vines on them, which is awesome. Also, if you guys do enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. It is absolutely free for you guys, and it would mean the world to me if you guys did do that. So yeah, please subscribe. But anyways, I don't know how many of these vines we are going to need. I just know we are going to need, you know, just a little bit. I think it's the fastest if I just focus on mining them off like the stems like this, or the trunks, I guess. I don't know what you call these. I think we're just gonna go until my first shears breaks, and I probably won't have enough to do as much texturing as I want to do, but it'll be good enough. And there we go. There is our shears broken. We have 3 stacks and 18 of vines. That is not that bad. Also looks like I missed picking up a few, but they're in the water, so that makes sense. They're a lot more annoying to grab then. Go back, and I don't know what the conversion rate is for mossy cobblestone. I think it's 1 vine for 1 block, which that means we only get 3 stacks of blocks. Also, I am not gonna lie, for me to be able to use any of this mossy, or to make any mossy stuff, I kind of need some like cobblestone and stuff like that. So that means, unfortunately, we have to go back to the mines and collect up a lot more cobblestone. Actually though, do we? Because we're going to be using, or we're going to be breaking out other cobblestone, so we should get it back. So let's grab what we have really, really quickly. Let's make a 41 of the mossy cobblestone, and then we can make 43. Wait, we have to make it into stone bricks first. Take the stone bricks and make that into mossy stone brick. Perfect. Now, I think we could honestly just like run around and start replacing the stuff. I would do normal cobblestone too, but to do that, it's going to be a lot more, it's going to be a lot brighter than the stone, I think, and I just don't know if I really like the sound of that much. So for now, we're just going to stick with the mossy cobblestone, the mossy stone brick, and then maybe some like of that textured stone brick that I can't think of the name of. I don't know what it's called, but that's going to be our main block palette with some normal stone as well. Cobblestone might get removed. I don't know what we're going to do there yet, but I did a little section there, and that actually looks so much better already. This isn't supposed to be cobblestone. Let's replace that, and then we'll do 1 more block right there. Also, I think some andesite for texturing would also be really, really nice. It gives it more of that rough and old look that I'm going for. So we're gonna have to go collect some of that up in the later future. But for now, I kind of just want to get most of this stuff that I have right now placed in. I had to run inside really quick to go to sleep because it's getting nighttime, and there is just a piglin chilling in here. I'm sorry, friend, but I cannot have. Whoa, okay. Calm down. Okay, you do so much damage. Let's just build up 2 blocks where I'm safe, or 3, something like that. Uh-oh. He just ran back into the portal, and he might try and kill me if I ever go back through there. So, note to self, be ready whenever I go in there again, because he did so much damage. It was like 4 hearts a hit. That was just like outrageous, and I was not quite a big fan. And how is that looking? That is good. I want to do a little bit of andesite, but I'm really liking it. Up here on the top, though, we are going to do quite a bit of replacing. I don't really like the look of the cobblestone, but we might have to stick with it in some areas. You know, I wonder if that piglin went into the nether to like go get his friends, and they're gonna all like come back for me. Gosh, I really hope not, because that will be absolutely terrifying if that did happen. I guess we can only hope that we are safe. We're just gonna kind of steer clear of the nether for a very long time. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really starting to like the cobblestone, so we might mix that in as well, but just with the texture we've done, it looks a lot better. Okay, I gotta figure out what do I want to do with the top up here. I'm thinking maybe we could do like a little like kind of roofed area, and then I don't know what exactly we'd put up here, but we could do something, I guess. I honestly have no idea. This part is the part where it gets kind of confusing. We're just gonna quickly run down here and see what can we grab in inside. We could maybe do some sort of like dark oak thing, maybe some acacia. Let's grab some sticks. If we have an extra crafting table, that would also be really, really nice. I don't know what else to do. I'm not gonna lie. We're just gonna try building something with the dark oak because I don't actually know what else to do. We're gonna bring up some logs in the corner. Let's just start with 3 tall, and then we're gonna need a crafting table as well, just so we can kind of get some like slabs, stairs, and other things like that. I did not mean to make that many slabs, but I guess it's going to have to work. We're just gonna try and, I guess, go over everything with these slabs and just start making some shapes, and hopefully it turns out okay-ish looking. So same thing, we're just gonna go across, make it flat, and then bring it up one like so. Then we're gonna bring one off the side, and I really do not like the look of that. That's gotta go up one more block, just like so. Maybe. Honestly, I feel like that should be like a full block. I don't know. I can't see anything. It's getting dark out, so let's quickly sleep. And now we can just continue bringing this around. I'm actually glad we made as many slabs as we did because they are going to be very useful. Gonna be 3, 1 up in the center, 3 out like so, and then maybe something like that. I don't actually remember how I did this. Yeah, we're gonna do a full block just like so, and then bring it back around, and then the same style as before. Now I gotta connect all of this in really quick. I don't know how exactly we're gonna want this to look though. Okay, looking at this from a distance, this is definitely a build for sure. I don't know. I think we're gonna leave it like this for now, and then we're probably gonna come back to it later, just because I don't actually have any idea what I want to do for it, and I don't really want to waste time just thinking about what to do. We are going to go work on some other builds and then come back to it. The other thing I wanted to do was collect some gravel because I wanted to make some paths, and for the paths I want coarse dirt, which requires gravel. We have plenty of dirt for the build, we just need a lot of gravel. So I think down in the mines where we were collecting cobblestone before, there is a bunch of gravel down there I just left there. So I guess let's just make our way over there. There are some villagers right there which I'm gonna have to remove of, but that's okay. I'm actually only seeing one of them, and please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Stop. Okay, no, there's definitely more than one. I hear him. They're just kind of up here somewhere. He's just chilling right here. Okay, I can kind of cheese him right here because he's stuck. Perfect. I guess I'll grab the raid bottle because why not? And now, where was my mine going down? I don't remember where I put this thing. I always lose it. Here it is. Perfect. And if I remember correctly, there is a gravel vein. Perfect. I really hope that this is an actual pretty big gravel vein, so I do not have to go find another one after this. Also, having efficiency 4 on my shovel would be amazing right now, but that is just not in the budget. I have never wanted gravel to drop flint less than this moment right here because I don't need flint. I have like no reason to actually have flint. Got a stack in 37, and unfortunately the entire vein is ran out, so I was gonna say let's go find a different one, but there's actually another one in the same mine area. I swear my luck has never been so good before with getting flint, and it's the one time that I don't actually need flint. I'm just trying to mine some normal gravel. I swear Minecraft is just trolling me half the time, but I guess it's fine. If I had some villagers, I could trade the flint for some emeralds, but I do not, and I do not think I'll be having any shortly. There we go. That is both of the gravel veins mined out. We have 2 stacks, almost 3, so that'll be a good start, I guess, for now. I don't actually know how much this is going to make. Let's just try it really quick. I think it's dirt, and then gravel, and okay, that actually made quite a bit. We're gonna do the same thing, just like so. We have, honestly, quite a bit of coarse dirt now. So let's just come outside really quick, and I want to make this a like nice walking pathway with the coarse dirt. I also did not need to put the stone there because it is just going to get broken. It's going to be in my way for what I want to do. And now let's just get this placing in. I honestly feel like I should also bring like piles of rubble down for this little area, so it can be like so it can act like the temple kind of crumbled and revealed the portal here. I feel like that would make a lot more sense, and the details in it would be a lot better than what it is right now. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate how this looks. It's just, I feel like that would maybe look a little bit better. We're gonna have to kind of do a little bit of terraforming here. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm gonna need some slabs so we can actually walk up and down this, but this is what I have so far, and I'm kind of liking it. Let's go quickly grab some slabs so we can keep bringing the path along, because I just cannot work if it's just one block. We're gonna do the jungle planks for the slabs, I think it's going to be the closest block that I have to the dirt. And then if I bring it down just like so, this should be able to actually walk upable now. We're going to kind of push this block back one though, so it looks a little bit nicer. There we go. And then I'm thinking I kind of want to do a dock down here. So this is where we're going to have this portion of the trail kind of lead down to. So right up to here, we're going to break all of this, replace it with the coarse dirt, and then we're going to come in with the slabs and continue with the coarse dirt. Now, this is actually the hard part, connecting the trail up to this point, because I kind of want to have a trail going down that way as well. So this is just kind of where it gets a little bit confusing. We're going to change out this block really quick, and probably this one, and then all of these going this way. We're just going to bring down some small pillars here just to kind of get like a shaping for how we're going to have this go. So I know where I can bring my path along. Something just like so, and kind of run it along the water. It's going to get very short here, I guess you could say. And I'm not really going to be able to bring it back up the cliff at all. So we're just going to bring it to like here-ish. Just got to bring these blocks over. I think I'm going to do a bridge connecting over to the mainland over there. And because I want to do some builds over there as well. I just got to kind of get the path over there so we can actually do that. And unfortunately, our shovel is about to break, but it has done its life service. I've gotten so much use out of that diamond shovel. I'm really, really glad I made it. We're going to do a few more blocks right here. And then I think we're just going to bring the bridge from here to like over there. And now how does that look? I'm going to have to do obviously some terraforming with the walls here, but I am really liking how this is looking. I just don't know about this part right here. For some reason, my audio didn't end up recording for quite a bit, so I'll just do a quick recap. I went to the other side of the river and did some slight terraforming, filling in parts of the river, and then obviously I cleaned up all the trees, and honestly, it's starting to really look good. And of course, you need a bridge to the other side so you can actually build over there, so that was my next goal. I ended up using dark oak as the main block and jungle as like a highlight block. After a lot of trial and error, I ended up with this design, which I do enjoy quite a bit. Unfortunately, after I finished the bridge, I had to go back to cleaning up the space for other builds, which was quite a boring process. After the dreaded process of that, I decided to go mine some stone for some terraforming for some cliffs that I wanted to build. Once we got the stone mined and smelting, I decided I wanted some XP and food, so we decided we were gonna go swimming and kill some fish. Obviously, the cliff under the temple wasn't going to finish itself, so I got to work. This ended up turning out really nicely, so I was quite happy. I also wanted to add a cliff on the new area I cleaned up so I could put a building up here. And obviously, I had to do quite a bit of terraforming for the build. And then I got to work on building the house, which was honestly quite a struggle because it was built at an angle and I've never done that before. Here's the finished product. I'm not that much of a fan of it, but it does get the job done. I actually lied and that was not the finished product. I decided I wanted to add a tower to it, but for that I needed more stone, so I got back to work. And after a lot of mining of cobblestone, deep slate, and collecting more XP for our new and improved pickaxe, we finally got this tower done. Then my next project was setting up a large farm to fill in some of the space here. Also, hoeing all of this ground took so many stone hoes, it was insane. And that was basically a very quick sum up of what happened, so let's just hop back into it. I guess we might as well just get this planted. I don't know why that for some reason it got unhoed, but let's go see what kind of seeds we have in our chests. We got some wheat seeds, we got some cocoa beans, but I can't really plant those there, so we're just gonna leave them, I guess. We got 20 more, 5 more, and 36 more wheat seeds. So we have a little bit over a stack. And why are there so many zombie pigmen coming into my base? I do not like this at all. And let's just start getting this planted in. We're probably gonna do rows of crops later on, but I don't have anything else to plant, and I don't even have that much wheat yet. So we just kind of want to get this planted, get it growing so we can expand it as soon as possible. I probably should have done this sooner, but I kind of just did not think about it. There we go. We have our stack planted and it like barely touched the entire field, which is insane, but it's a good insane. And I don't think that this block right here is actually watered. So let's quickly fix that, grab a block, and then we'll just kind of break under here, place the water, and then we can hoe that and that should work. I think my next project I want to work on is I want to build another house down on this layer below the town hall. And for that, we're obviously going to need a few things like our stone cutter, and then we're going to need a block pallet to use as well. And for that, I have to go back to my chest and see what we all have. Let's see what we all got in here. I'm kind of wanting to do some sort of log. I don't know what yet. I think we're going to do some jungle. We might get some bamboo planted as well, because I think bamboo would be a very, very nice looking block. We're going to grab some of this dark oak, some of this oak as well, and then we also do definitely not need all of these other stuff in my inventory. I think think we're just gonna start with the jungle, the dark oak, and the oak, see the kind of shape we can get going, and then go from there. We can figure out the interior side walls after. After doing some intense thinking, I think what we're going to do is just a simple design going this direction. So we're gonna do a 3 wide and then another 3 wide right there, because that's basically all the space we really have. And then we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and throw another one down right there, and then right here and here. And now, how does that look? I feel like that's going to be really, really small, and I want to go bigger. You know what? It definitely is going to be way too small, so we are going to try rotating it and bringing it down this direction. Not exactly sure how this is going to turn out yet. We are going to figure it out, though. So we're probably going to have the back of the house right here, and then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then another one right there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put another one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like so. And then we're going to connect it in here and here as well, and then we might do like a 3 and 3. Now, what do we think of that type of shape for a house? We can have a little lean right there, and then this will be the main house. Or should that be a little bit longer? Because that doesn't look like it's really much longer than what it used to be. Honestly, I think I really, really do enjoy this shape. So we're just going to bring it up 5 blocks because we've made this mistake before, and now we know that whenever we're building a house like this, it needs to be 5 blocks tall. So we're just going to bring these all the way up, just like so. 5 tall, and then the last 2 pillars. Honestly, I'm really thinking I want to really add some color to this build, so the easiest way to do that is we're gonna go to the nether and see if we can find like a warped forest or a crimson forest. I couldn't think of the name. I almost said mangrove for some reason. They both have similar color type of woods, so I guess let's just hop in here. And now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really, really scared because this is very terrifying on hardcore, but I think we're just gonna go walk through. We have some gold armor on, so nothing should hurt us as long as we don't break any gold or anything. We can just kind of make our way down here and just along. Do not mind me, Mr. Pigman. Why are there so many of them here? Oh my goodness. Do not mind me, guys. I am just passing through. Nothing to worry about. We're just gonna mine our way up here. I saw a little cliff up here that maybe we can get a higher vantage point, I guess. And looks like I was correct. I do see warped and crimson, so this is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. The main one I want is crimson, so we have to figure out the best way to get down there and not die to the hoglins. Not gonna lie, hoglins are some of the scariest mobs in the nether because they hurt, and there's really no way to counter them. I think how we're gonna get down there, though, is we're just going to mine ourselves a little staircase down. Do not mind me. You have a spear. That means you are scary. I've died too many times by them guys before, so we're just gonna ignore them. And for some reason, my auto tree shop does not work on these trees, and that makes me really, really sad. So I guess we're just gonna be here a while manually mining these down so we can get kind of what we need. Also, if we could get... Oh my goodness, stop. You guys are scaring me, bro. Oh, there's a hoglin. No. Ooh, also, weeping vines. If I can get those would look really, really nice. And for some reason, auto tree shop mod worked on that one, just not the other one. I do not like this hoglin. He's trying to like harass me, but I can't. I don't know what to do. What is this piglin doing? Are you dancing? Did you kill the hoglin? What is going? Oh, I did not mean to pick that up. I'm so sorry. Anyways, let's just go back to mining down some of these trees. Ooh, we're also getting some shroomlights, which is another great decoration block I'll be able to use. I kind of honestly really want to get some mushrooms. We can grow these in the overworld then, and some of the grass as well would be a great decoration block. And somehow my inventory is already full. I don't really understand it. I wish I had a bundle or a shulker box, but for that you have to kind of beat the end. And I was really hoping to grab some of the the warped stuff. I almost call that warts for some reason, but my inventory is full, so let's just head back. We can come back for some of that stuff later. We know where it is, so it'll be really, really easy. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to mark down where my portal cords were, so I might end up getting lost. I don't know. This area does not look too familiar, and I'm being shot from I don't know where. Okay, he's right here. Come here, Mr. Skeleton, and thank you very, very much. And now, where did I put my portal? I think it's down there somewhere. Yeah, I feel like it's got to be because I was placing down some quartz here, and I do recognize this cave right here. We mined some quartz in there earlier. And there we go. I see a torch plus some experience points, so I think right down here is where we killed that skeleton. Let's just see, and the portal is right there. Perfect. And now, we can use everything we got got here, I want to fill this area up. I said I was going to do nether warts before, but I think that these will look really good too. I don't really need the farm space. I just want it more for aesthetics. And I really like the look of these blocks. They have a nice red look to them and kind of purple. So I think this will be a great fit for this little area. I don't know if we're going to have enough of them though, which is quite unfortunate, but we'll have a small amount, I guess. We'll be able to fill up most of it, just a few missing blocks, I think. Actually, I take that back. I think we covered in every place. Perfect. And now, this might be weird. What if, hear me out, for the walls, we went with a nether wart block? We could do the window just like so, and honestly, I'm gonna fill in these two walls, and then we're gonna go out in free cam, take a step back, and look at what it looks like. If I like it, then, I mean, we're gonna stick with it because it's a cool concept. Okay, this might be a weird take, but I kind of want to try it. If all goes wrong, we can always swap it out for some dark oak planks, but I kind of really want to try it. So let's just continue with the same design. Actually, if we could do like a big open window on these back ones, maybe we might do that, which we could actually do a 3x2 window. So we're going to, because why not? I really wish I had a hoe. Actually, I do have a hoe, which mines these way quicker than anything else. And on this side, I want to do a door. So we're going to break that, cover that in, and then we're gonna do a window right there. Ooh, a problem with this though is this, I would like to fill in with a stair, but since it's a red block, I don't have any mangrove, and I don't know how to exactly fill that in. I think what we're gonna try is a crimson stair, which a crimson stair is also kind of what I want to do for the outline of the roof. So yeah, let's just get to work on that. Let's make up a bunch of crimson stairs so we can make an outline here. This is probably not gonna be enough, but it's going to be a start for now because I don't really have that much inventory space. And we're gonna use our netherrack as a nice little scaffolding block, and then we can get to work with the crimson stairs. Same old design I always do. It's good, it's reliable, and I think it looks really nice. This wall might be too big. Never mind, it's not. I just I don't know what I'm doing. And then do the same thing on this side, just the upside down, upright, connect it into the middle, and then we need some slabs to finish that, and we can just go around the rest of the building, getting a nice little outline. And of course, we are one stair short, so we need to go craft up a single stair, which I wish was possible with wood, but it's not, so you have to craft up, I think it's 4 at a time. Yep. And I'm not gonna lie, taking a farther out glance at this, I'm not liking the red as much, so we're gonna remove it, replace it with the dark oak, just like we have up here, or I don't know what else we could do. Actually, maybe we'll do some oak instead. Yeah, we're gonna try and do some oak for this one. Also, for the interior of the top roof, we're probably gonna do deep slits, so let's grab some of that up, and now let's go get that house done. Not gonna lie, still wish I had some diamonds so I can make a diamond hoe to rake all this out, because this is going to take me forever, I'm not gonna lie, but a stone hoe is still quicker than using my fists, so I guess I can't complain too much. And there we go, all of the nether quartz blocks are out, and I actually had a really good idea that I could do with them. Around this portal, since like the whole thing is the portal kind of, you know, fell, it was like inside the temple, and then the temple broke, and then people kind of came in here and cleaned it up. I'm thinking we could do some like highlights of nether quartz blocks kind of coming out of the portal, acting like it's taking over the temple, which I would like to do. Just I want to get this house done first because this is the project at hand, and for said project at hand, we need to fill in all of these walls with the oak. I don't exactly remember how this was. I think it was door here, window right there, and then we're gonna do a nice big window, I think, in this one, just like so, a 3, and then in this window, or in this side, we are going to do a double 1 window, just like that, and then this is the back side, so it doesn't matter nearly as much because it's looking into a cliff. And then for this little side, I don't exactly know what we're gonna do here, so we're just going to fully block that off, just like so, and now we need some windows, some glass, and everything else. I feel like this is wrong, but I only have 4 panes. I can't find any other ones, and all I have is 4 pieces of glass in here. So it looks like we have a new mission now. We need to go collect up some more sand. Quite unfortunate, not gonna lie. Don't really want to do it, but I have to. Here we go. There is a pretty big sand vein here, so I don't know how much we're gonna need. Apparently a lot more than a stack, if a stack only lasted me that long. I feel like it's just hiding somewhere, but the only chests I have are in that little area. Like, I haven't put any other chests in any other buildings, so I don't know where they would have gone. Maybe I accidentally threw them out and they're just kind of despawned somewhere. There we go. We got this entire, everything above land, at least mine. There is a bunch more underwater, which we could just mine by standing here, but I'm at 2 stacks. I'm happy with what I got, so let's go get this smelted really quick. You know, know, I wonder if my other glass was still in the furnace actually, and I just never grabbed it out. There is a high possibility that's what happened, and I just completely forgot. So now we have a bunch more. It looks like I was right. That was a complete and utter accident. Ignore that, I guess. But let's just get some more of it cooking because I have the extra charcoal in here. And now all of this can be crafted into some glass panes. I could not believe that I did that, bro. And now we can get all of this filled in. I think for the door, I want to do dark oak just to highlight everything a little bit better. Or maybe we could do a crimson door too. I think a crimson door would actually look pretty good. So I think we're going to do that one instead of the dark oak because dark oak would look off. Crimson, at least, that's what the outline of the roof is. Unfortunately, I put down all my crimson stuff, so we're just going to ignore that. We are going to get this roof in. Grab some deep slate brick stairs, and I definitely did not need this many. I did not realize how much I already had. But I can at least use this as a method to get up here, and let's just start filling this in. Also, before I get this completely filled in, I should probably block up this wall so there is not a giant gap in it. Just a few more blocks left, and then we're going to have to go grab the crimson wood to kind of finish everything else up. I'm glad I made as much as I did because there we go. The entire roof is done. We just need crimson for the top here, which for some reason I decided I wanted to put that down in the chest. Also, I don't know how I water bucket clutched there. I wasn't even looking. I was looking at you guys. Now, if we take some of this crimson, we can make those doors like I wanted, and we are going to probably also do a oak stair, which I need to craft. Throw that right there, and I feel like there's got to be a window like right there just for a little bit more depth to the build up front, or just something like that. We might throw some leaves too. I don't know yet, but there is that section of the wall done. If I stripped some oak, would that look nice? It actually does, and it gives it some texture, so we'll come back and do that. I need to get done with the roof though because I am so bad at forgetting things, and for some reason I got back up here but I didn't craft the slabs that I needed. We shouldn't need too much. 30 is plenty, and now we can go finish this off. Same design I always do. Little bit of a slab. I can't place it in the correct area, but a slab off the side, and then stair, and then you run the slabs down the middle, not on top of the other block. That was an accident. Down the middle, just like so. And I don't know why I keep placing it on top. That's going to make me crash out, I think. And there we go. I really actually like how this looks, so we are going to keep it there. Now, a few other things I want to do is, get the path going, get that all connected in, and then we might as well do... Oh, that was supposed to stay here. I forgot that we're going to have a little lean. I think for the lean, what we're going to do is make a little... I guess I don't know what to call it. Just like a little slabbed lean like so. Just like this. This is going to be the outline. I got to do the same thing on this side. So block, bring it down. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. Gotta quickly break all of this. We're probably gonna need some more slabs because the outline's not even done and I'm out. So it's gonna go slab, slab, and then down and over just like that, which it did get that area done, but we need a little bit more for the centerator. And now for the inside of this roof, we're probably just going to go with the deep slate again. So let's craft some deep slate slabs. This is a very small area, but it's going to be very, very easy. Just fill it in just like so. And I probably should have done that a little bit differently, but I really like how this looks. That is a really nice looking house, so we're gonna call it there. Obviously, I should do some interior, but why would I do that? Because I absolutely hate it. I'm never inside these houses. They are more for decoration, so I think we're just gonna maybe throw in a floor and call it good. I also forgot to put in a roof up here, so let's quickly climb up here with the planks and fill in this. There we go. We are going to call this house done for now. I would like to get the paths all connected in so I have a better idea of everything. And then honestly, I really like doing work for roads in Minecraft. It's because you get to shape everything, and it's more of terraforming than other things. So I don't know why, I just really like it. Connect it into the house, and then we're also probably going to want to connect it in over here to the little shack area. And obviously, I'm not gonna have enough coarse dirt for everything, so we're gonna have to go collect more gravel. But for what we do have, we can use. We should also probably connect it into the farm here, but I'm wanting more so to get it up to the town hall first. Just a rough straight shape up to here, and then we're gonna have to bring the slabs to go up. But let's just fill all of this in first, and then we can do the slabs. And we are officially out of coarse dirt, so I'm gonna go see if there's any more in that mine that I discovered when I was mining some cobblestone. I'm really hoping there is, because I don't know what else I'm gonna do for some coarse dirt, so I guess just fingers crossed. And I'm getting to become a professional at finding wherever this tunnel is, because I've been down here so many times. And it does look like we actually have another vein right here. Do not mind if I do. Please do not give me any any flint. Give me like bad flint odds. I say that as I get 2 pieces. I swear, Minecraft is just out to get me. Whenever I want something, it just it goes the other way. And that vein was not big enough. It only gave us a stack in 22, and I'm hoping we found a little bit more somewhere down this path. I got saved by the bell. Right at the deep slate layer, there is actually a gravel vein right here. This is the best day of my life. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. It would be better if I actually got no flint, but Minecraft just decides to hate me. There we go. We're at 3 stacks, and I do not know where there is any more gravel veins, so we're gonna hope that this will make enough. Every stack makes 4 stack, or yeah, every 2 stacks of gravel makes 4 stacks, I think. Or is it 1 stack? I don't know. Math is hard, but I have quite a bit. We're going to add this to the dirt that we have, and then we'll see how this turns out. For some reason, my inventory is full. I swear, Minecraft is such like an inventory problem. You're always running out, and you never I don't know. You can never figure it out. Let's see. How much does this make, though? We put the stacks of gravel on the outsides, and then the dirt, and then that should only make us 4 stacks. Okay. You know, I was really hoping for more, but looks like I just don't get what I wanted. We actually have quite a few stacks. This will be able to make us quite a dent for a path. There we go. We got a nice little path going up to the building. I forgot to record most of it because I was kind of distracted on my phone. So I apologize about that, but the path is done. And now my next plan of action is I kind of want to do a nice little shack right here for the farm. So it'd be like a little field shed, I guess. So I think for this, we're just going to cut this back about 1 more block just so it is a little bit closer this direction. And I don't have any blocks to build it. I thought I did, but turns out I do not. And I'm noticing that this is basically all done growing, so let's hop down here, farm all of it so we can get it expanded. I eventually want this field to be entirely wheat. It's just going to take me quite a bit of time. We got basically another stack to fill in here, so this should make a pretty decent sized dent, I guess. Actually, I take that back. We had a little over a stack before, and it only filled in that little area. And now we have just another stack, and it fills in a little bit more. There we go. And I guess let's just get started. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I want it to be just a pretty small shed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right here, we're gonna go up to the same height, and then we're just gonna make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. And honestly, I think we're only gonna make it 4 tall instead of 5 tall. 5 tall just looks way too big, and for some reason I put this in the wrong area. Let me break down and put it back a block so it's in line with everything. Now these ones, we're gonna just chop it down the 1 block so it's even 4. And then for the walls on this one, we are going to go with the dark oak, just like this. We're going to do a double window on this side. The door is going to be over here, so it's going to be window right there. And then a door right here, so 3 tall, just like that. And then the back wall is also going to have to get filled in. Since this is looking into a cliff, we don't really need a window here. And then we are going to do the same on this side with the double window. And now, unfortunately, for the for the roof, I want to do bamboo, and we don't have any of it grown, so we need to get that planted, and then we'll come back and finish the roof, fill in everything else here. I guess I could do all the windows and the doors, so let's do that right after we get the bamboo growing, because that's going to take us quite a bit. Pretty sure I have a little bit over a stack of bamboo just chilling in my chest that I can get growing. We're just gonna plant it in this little flat area over here because it's not being used, and it's gonna work perfectly for this type of farm. There we go. It is already growing as well, so maybe it's a lot less than I expected. And I guess while that grows, we forgot to grab the glass while we were in the temple, so we gotta go back up there, grab that, and then we can fill in the rest of the house. I'm not gonna lie, I can't believe I forgot to grab the glass when I was already in there grabbing stuff for, you know, the shack. And I don't know why I placed glass down there, but it looks cool. I mean, it looks like a glass door, so unfortunately that can't stay. I forgot to craft a door. Of course, I always do that for some reason. I'm always so forgetful, but that is completely all right. We'll just go craft up an oak door or something along those lines. Oak is what we have, and I don't want to do dark oak because it's going to match the door too much. There we go. It's a very small and it gets the job done. It gets the job done, and it just kind of needs its roof, which we need these things to grow. While we leave those to grow, we can go work on some other things. I kind of want to expand over to this side of the island, I guess, or the world. Since I did quite a bit of stuff over here, we got this house, we got the town hall, we have our little farm shack, and then we have the farm. The temple is like the center build, and now I want to come over here and add some builds. But for that, we're going to have to expand some paths, make another bridge, and do all of that fun stuff. So this sugarcane has unfortunately got to go. I don't really need any more sugarcane, so we're just gonna mine it all and probably throw it in a chest. And what are we all going to need for this bridge? We're probably gonna do another dark oak one, probably grab some jungle for the logs around it, and then we're also gonna end up grabbing, I don't know what else, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe we'll grab some jungle, some oak, and I think that's all we're gonna need. Make sure we have all of the coarse dirt that we're going to need for the path, which I'm pretty sure there is none of it left in these chests. Actually, I was wrong. There is a stack and 53. And now we can just bring the path somewhere down here. I want it to connect right here. I know that. Also, back there, I'm kind of wanting to terraform that in just a little bit. We don't need all of that extra water, and I think it'll look so much better as land. But to craft everything we need, we obviously need our little setup right here, and I kind of want to clean up all the scaffolding I used. We can set up our little workstation here. We got the stone cutter. We're going to need the bed. Perfect. And let's just get to work. Let's make some slabs so we can get a shape of a bridge, or at least an area to cross with a bridge. I guess probably also just grab the jungle logs, get them placed down just like so. We're gonna connect it in on this side and go over. I don't know how we're gonna make this. It's gonna be a very, very simple bridge, but it should hopefully look nice. I'm gonna do a slab right here and then go over. I did not mean to place that one right there, and I keep misplacing them into the water or any place I don't want them placed. We're just going to connect it in, and then we're gonna bring it up a little bit, and then we'll shape the bottom because I'm doing it in the most weirdest way ever. Think right here, we're gonna bring it up just one more block, and then we can come down here and shave all of this, but of course we can't because it counts as a full block, so it decides it wants to break it all. At least I can confidently say it'll be super, super easy just to kind of pull it over just like so. And if we go in F3, how does that look? It looks all right. I kind of want to bring up some logs here just as a little support system, I guess. And then obviously same thing on this side, just a little log and another log. There we go. How does that look now? It looks better. I just think I need to move this log right here over one. There we go. That is that bridge done. And now we're gonna have to do a lot of terraforming, cleaning up, and other stuff over here. But once we get that done, we can actually begin on making it look beautiful. Okay, we got basically everything we're going to need for this project, so let's just get to work. We gotta get the stone axes crafted because I don't want to make my other ones go to waste. At least my diamond one. And there we go. We got a very, very big area all cleaned up now. And obviously we might have to do a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure yet. I just wanted to get a rough area cut down. And now my inventory is so full, I can't carry anything else. So we're gonna quickly make a chest and throw it down. Throw the double chest down, and we can just throw everything I have into here. And now I guess we probably should, as much as I don't want to, we should go around and collect everything that we broke down. It's good resources that we can use later. And we got so much stuff just from doing this little area. Imagine if we cut down the entire jungle forest. I feel like that would just be absolutely insane, but that might be something I would want to do for a later video, if I'm up to the challenge, I guess. And now the next process that I need to do is just do some slight terraforming. I don't want this little hill here, and then I guess we're gonna start making houses as soon as I get all of this done. Or maybe not houses. I don't know exactly what we're gonna make. We might make a barn for some animals or something like that. We got that cut down. Now it's just time to fill in all of these little water areas. I hope I'm gonna have enough dirt because I have to do this side and that side over there. I don't want the, like, I don't know what you call this, like a lagoon, maybe? I don't know what you call it, but whatever that is, I got to kind of fill that in. I don't want it so big. I guess I really don't know how we're gonna do this, so let's just start kind of going along and just start winging it, I guess. I don't really know how else to do it. Just like that. Let's go in free cam and look. I think that looks nice enough. We might bring a little bit more right here to kind of fill this in, but let's just start by getting this little or big area filled in. I think while I was filling that in, I kind of made the decision that I want to chop down this tree, and of course the stone axe did not quite have enough durability. I should have just used the diamond one. What I was having in mind is I kind of want to put a house right here, but also to do this I kind of got to clean up the area, which is quite unfortunate because it's kind of really annoying to clean this stuff up, and I've done so much of it now, so I'm getting kind of bored of it, not gonna lie. What we're going to do is just kind of come along in here and figure out how I want this to look. I want it to be an elevated house, roughly just like in this this area here. I'm gonna push this cliff back a tiny bit. There we go. I'm thinking something along the lines of how we have it here. I want to bring this up one farther, and then we're going to do log. Oh, we might actually have to move that over. Let's move it here and here instead of where I originally had it. So just like that, and then we're gonna bring it in 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is also going to come over just like this, and then it's gonna have to kind of go into the cliff because of how small the area is. Actually, it's going to have to go 2 blocks into the cliff, but that is all right. We like cliff houses. Throw up a few more blocks right there, so then that should be 3, and then we have to do the same thing on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3 log would go there if I can get that. And now that is going to be roughly the house shape that I'm going for. This is a little bit different of a house than I've done in the past, so we're gonna see how this turns out. We're gonna probably go with the jungle wood, and let's bring it up like 4 blocks. Okay, I made a few adjustments to this, and I really like it. I just basically made it so the gap here is 2 instead of 3, and then that made it go so it's not so far into the cliff. And honestly, I think it looks really nice. But for this front one, we're gonna go like 6 tall. I'm thinking something like that. And then we gotta bring all of these up to the same height. And then these side ones, we're just going to bring to roughly about like I want to do 4 for the side ones, so those ones are going to have to be a little bit taller. But that's fine. I'll just have to make my way back up there somehow. Okay, this is going to be the rough idea for the shape of the house. Now, I kind of want to do diorite for the inside of the walls, so we are going to go grab some diorite, which I don't think we actually have any in our chests. We're going to have to go underground, mine some up, but it'll be really quick with our new and improved pickaxe. I should actually probably put the other efficiency 4 one on it, so then I have efficiency 5. Wait, that's actually not a bad idea. We're gonna do that really quickly. Let's see what is cheaper. Definitely this way is, and it's basically a maxed out pickaxe then. Full durability. The only thing it really needs at that point is just mending, which I'm not too concerned about getting because I need villagers, and I don't think there's any villagers around me. I don't even know if villagers can spawn in the jungle. I don't think they can. I think it's just like spruce, plains, the desert, and the savannah. But thank goodness that I have found so many diorite veins. This is going to be a literal lifesaver. This is definitely going to take me a little bit to actually mine up as much as I would like to have. With the amount of stone blocks that I have mined in this video, it's actually going to make me go crazy, I think. I've mined so many stacks. Like this entire area I've mined out. I've mined so much deep slate as well. The area down there is huge, and I don't know what I would have done without the efficiency. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really glad we got all of the leather and books and sugarcane that we needed very early, because then it just sped up the rest of the whole building process. And then we can just get to work filling all of this in. We're gonna do a window. This area won't need a window right here, so that can just go all the way up. And then same thing here. No window is needed unless I did that too wide, but I don't think I'm going to. We basically just have to kind of get this entire thing filled in. I forgot we only have to bring it down to the 1 layer for this side, and I want to do a window right there, and then we can fill in the back. We won't need a window here obviously because of obvious reasons. It's kind of, you know, in the side of a cliff, so what would be the point in that? So this can be just a straight flat wall just like so, and then one last wall. Cannot forget the window. This one isn't quite in a cliff. I mean, it's basically in a cliff, but it's not quite, if you know what I mean. And there we go. Okay, now I need to do the front wall here. I cannot forget about that. I think the door to the house is going to be right here, and then this is going to be just a big window, I'm thinking. So we're gonna do a window right there, and then we're gonna do logs across, and then the rest are gonna be like that, just to kind of separate the 2 floors. And I feel like this should be like 1 block taller, which I can very easily do. How does it look? Yeah, I could throw a window in right there. If I had my glass on, I could even put it in, but I don't. And now I think we can just put the deep slate outline on it, and then we can fill it in. I don't know what I want to fill it in with yet. I'm thinking kind of like acacia, or maybe we'll go with a jungle log. Or I don't think I've actually done a roof with the dark oak, so we might try that. And then we are going to do the same style I do on every roof. I do apologize. I just kind of really suck at roofs, and this is the only one I know how to simply do. Maybe one day I will learn some other roof styles. It's just not today. Today is not that day for sure. Then we can bring this all the way down the center here. I might have to break some, obviously, because this is going to be like, you know, a roof here and like another building going that way. So we're going to have to try some other things, but for now, we're gonna leave it. We can always break it. It won't take very, very long. And that's already looking pretty good. We just have the one half of the roof on. Now we gotta get this half on. It's gonna be the exact same thing, just, you know, going this direction instead of that direction. It's going horizontally instead of vertically. That totally does not make any sense because they're both going horizontally, just different directions horizontally. It's like, I don't know, I think it would be like an X and Y on a graph or something like that. It's just that math is very, very hard, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna bring this all the way back to roughly about like here-ish, and then we're gonna do the same thing, upside down stair, upright, upside down stair, and then just like that. And then the little point, and then I can connect these two in. Obviously, I don't know how this is gonna work because this is like going into the side of a cliff here, but that's besides the point. I think we're just gonna have to like fill in the walls here. A lot of this is gonna have to go in the center, but for now, I hate how you can waterlog leaves. It always gets me, bro. I have a few more stairs. It's not gonna be able to be enough, but I can get close, I guess. I just need like 10. I'll grab 10 more because I don't actually know how many I need. And there we go. I am really, really liking the shape of this house. Obviously, everything needs to be filled in. As I was saying, I really want to do the bamboo as well for this roof, just like we were doing on that roof. So we need to go mine the bamboo that we have. Just with our sword, walk back and forth, just like this, cutting down absolutely every piece that I can. I'm not gonna lie, grabbing all this is going to be very, very annoying because that's just kind of how bamboo is. And then we are going to just expand the farm a little bit more because we need a bunch of bamboo for the 2 roofs. We'll have all of this stuff that's going to keep growing, and then we'll just keep expanding the farm a little bit more. Like, that is a lot bigger of a bamboo farm now. We might plant a few more pieces up front here, but we're probably just going to call it good. It's getting nighttime, so I want to quickly go to sleep, and then I guess we can just start the next build right away. Actually, instead of making another build, I did say I wanted to come back to the temple and do some work on it, and I have a few ideas. I'm kind of hoping I have another water bucket in here somewhere, which I don't think I do, but I can just craft one. It's not like it's going to be super, super expensive. We just craft up 3 iron, and then we get a bucket. And then with these buckets, what I had in mind is we have this lava pool right under my base. So if we grab some of these, I really think if we did some lava like spewing out of the cliffside, it would look really, really cool. So we're gonna kind of just like set that there so it has an area where it can collect itself. And then if we throw 2 lava buckets down like that, let's go grab 2 more while those are flowing down. We can do the same thing on this side and place 2 more lava buckets right down here. Now, if we just let those flow down, I did not think about how they were gonna burn the wooden stairs. That's kind of a problem. No. Okay, now I'm burning. Oh my goodness, this was not on purpose. So we kind of have to pick all these back up and go put them back down because I don't want to burn the stairs. Unless, of course, we just put the lava on the back sides, which that we could probably do. We're gonna try and put it back here. If I did like that, how would that lava flow? Would it flow how I want it to? Wait, I just had a thought. That's going to go and make stone in the water. We do not want that. Gotta block that up so it doesn't go anywhere. It goes just straight down into there. And then the same thing here. If we just make a little hole, it should be good. At least I'm really, really hoping. That looks really cool though. If I could get that on this backside. Wait a second. Honestly, we might just go for it. Let's quickly replace that block and then replace these blocks over here. I don't quite have enough dirt. I need to collect up a few more pieces, which I can just grab from right here. Throw those in my offhand, and then we can quickly change that block out. And then I'm pretty sure if I break those down so it's flat like that, I can go up here, place the lava bucket, and it should flow down correctly and not get stuck or anything. Same thing on this side. Let's just see, let it flow down, and let's see how this looks. I guess we could set the same thing up on this side. I need to find the level that I have it on though. So it's right here, a block, break the cobblestone, place it down there again, and then I just have to collect or set up a collection system for the lava. Same thing right here. And now I'm really hoping that it's far enough away that it will not burn my stairs. At least that's the hope. I don't know if it's actually going to be, and I really like the look of that. How does it look from the front up here? I think I like it. I'm probably gonna leave it for now. Hopefully it doesn't just start burning down my stairs, or this part up here. That would also not be very nice of it. I got to thinking, and this area over here, I think I want to do another field like we did on the other side, or something of the sort, because I don't exactly know what to fill this area with. We could do a barn, but I really want another big field. So I guess that's what we're gonna do. We need dirt because we need to replace all of this sand in, which I think I should have a bunch in here, which is correct. And then I want all of this to come out as well. I should probably place the dirt as I'm breaking so I remember everything, but that's okay. We can just terraform it ourselves. I'm a pro at this. And then let's just fill in this little area as well, which that was actually the perfect amount of blocks. I got it all filled in. And now we have to copy that exact style outlined with the cobblestone over here. Or I could do just squares of it, like plots. What do I want to do here? You know, I really hope that we have the cobblestone that we're gonna need, which I don't know if we do. And also, it's a thunderstorm out, which never happens in Minecraft, I feel like, which I'm really glad I got one, because it's my favorite weather in the game. I do have a lot of cobblestone, which is perfect. I have some slabs and everything. I just need to make sure I grab it all, and then we can come over here and get started on the outline for this. And also, for some reason, now the rain is just spawning so many mobs that are wanting to kill me. Go away, Mr. Zombie. And this one actually has armor. Oh my goodness, go away. There's also an Enderman, but he's just being harassed by the rain. You know, Mr. Enderman, if you just like went under a tree, you'd be fine, right? I don't really need any of that, so we might as well throw it out. And then let's just get to shaping this farm. I don't know exactly how we're going to do this. We are just going to start bringing this around. We're gonna have to replace some sand here, obviously, but that is completely okay. And I'm going to want to start bringing in this shape right about now so it can even out and be even, I guess. And Mr. Zombie, stop it. Go away. Why are there so many of you spawning? I understand that it's like a thunderstorm out and stuff, but still, I am not really a fan of being harassed. Oh my goodness, there is a skeleton horse just chilling on my pyramid. Why are you there? Go away, please. This is honestly kind of rude that you're just like here chilling and trying to rob from me, I guess. Try to rob my world because he's gonna kill me. Skeleton horses are honestly really terrifying because they spawn 3 skeletons on horses, and skeletons already as alone are kind of really threatening in Minecraft, especially in hardcore mode. And there we go. I think I really like that shape. Let's just get that all, you know, replaced it with the dirt, get everything hoed, and then we'll be good. It's gonna be easiest to get rid of everything just by placing down some water buckets. Throw one right there, and look at how far that goes. I should also probably go around. This is an easy way for us to get some seeds to actually plant everything. I mean, it's not gonna be very much, but I guess it's gonna be something. And then, yeah, unfortunately, we also have to cut out this little part of sand and replace it in with dirt. And then for the actual part that I'm dreading is we have to water all of this yet. I think my plan is we're just gonna run around, place a bunch of water buckets, and then as soon as I don't see any area that's watered, we're just going to, I guess, put another one. I don't know the most effective way of doing this. Well, it probably is to just go around and do it and count it out, but I'm kind of really lazy and I don't want to do that. In my head, at least, it's just way easier if I just kind of started running around and placing the water buckets. I'm gonna have to come back in later with the leaves and get all of that sorted out, but that's okay. I'd rather do it like this instead of counting it, going to go grab the leaves first. I could just grab the leaves whenever I have to go back up to the base next. That's if I actually remember, because I am so forgetful. I don't know why. Okay, we now have everything filled with water. I'm hoping this is probably way too much, but it's better to be safe than sorry. And I'm not gonna lie, that went so much quicker than doing it any other way. Also, I think there needs to be a water bucket right here just for that last little bit. And now we can just kind of start filling everything in with the hoed ground. Grab some sticks out of this chest and grab some cobblestone, which actually I have all on me already. Let's make 4 stone hoes and let's just get to work. And there we go. We got everything hoed, which basically took all 4 hoes. If I didn't have the extra one on me, I'm pretty sure this one would have broken. And that was 20 seeds and it barely made a dent. Awesome. I guess we can go quickly check over here and see if this one's grown at all, and we can grab some of the seeds from there, which it does look like it is basically fully grown besides like 4 pieces. So it looks like I am lucky enough that I get to pick all of this. A total blast, and I'm actually so excited. Now, I'm being for real though, farming is one of the most satisfying things to do in Minecraft. I love it. Mining trees, you know, it has its place. Going mining also has its place, but farming, it's just fun. I don't know, it's like a calling to me in Minecraft. I don't know why. And there we go. We have a lot of seeds now from picking all of this. Also, we have some wheat too, but wheat's kind of not that important. We're gonna try and plant this entire garden in first here, because why not? It's going to kind of make a little bit more sense to me. Since this one's already started, we might as well try and finish it with everything I just picked. We almost have this entire field planted. One more good picking and then it's done, and then everything can go to this field over here. And now looking at it, I wonder which field is actually bigger. I think it's this one over here, the first one, but that's off topic. Now I want to get into some slight decorating around the base, grab some leaves, do that kind of stuff, and we might do something here with the portal. The first thing I wanted to do with these leaves was cover in all of these water holes just so they look aesthetically a little bit nicer. It's something simple you can do, and it makes it so you don't actually fall in the water, and it just looks super nice. So I mean, like, what else could you truly ask for? And then some other things I wanted to do is just kind of run around, add some leaves around because they look nice just on their own. I just don't know where or how yet. But the thing I wanted to do with the portal is kind of remove some of the stuff here and like replace it like the portal is kind of taking over the area. So we're just gonna have to cut out quite a bit of this to act like the portal is taking over. And then we're just gonna kind of mix it with the netherrack and the nether wart block. I'm not gonna lie, seeing this as a nether wart block just seems really weird to me because this is not what I'm used to at all. I don't know the exact extent we're going to want to do this. I just know quite a bit of this is going to be transformed. Also kind of want to make some come out of the top of it up here. So just like this, just kind of bring it up and over in this direction. And then we can make it kind of come up here and act like it's taking over the shed. And then I want to do some as well on this side. And how does that look? I like it. It just needs a little bit of like, you know, touch-ups and stuff. Like down here, this needs a little bit more. I can't keep that all the coarse dirt. We might change that out as well. Let's take a step back and look at that again. Honestly, I do really like it. I did a little bit more in this corner, and I'm really liking how this is looking. I need a little bit more netherrack, so it's not just all one color. I think that's really adding some nice color to the area. I guess let's just quickly jump through the portal. I need my shield, though. I don't know where to put that down, just to be safe. And then we can quickly jump through here. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. I am terrified every time I'm walking through here because I don't know what's gonna be here and what's gonna try and like assault me. Also, how are these penguins getting in here? I thought I fully blocked this off. It is fully blocked off, so I don't know how they're doing it, but I need netherrack. It's gonna take like no time flat to mine up. Let's just get to work. And then yeah, I just want to go along, replace a bunch of this nether wart block because I think the netherrack just looks nicer. Also, just gives a little bit more texturing and shade to everything. We'll do one more piece. Oh, I almost did not break that. I need to do one more piece right there. We'll do one right here, and then maybe this one as well. And then I really wish I had a hoe, which I do, so I might as well use it. I'm gonna bring another rack down, and then we're gonna do like 2 pieces of netherrack there. Just have to get a lot of this transformed in because right now as one color it just kind of looks odd. And I did not mean to fall. That was a complete nether accident. Ignore that. I need some like netherrack stairs so I can take over some of the stairs as well. But let's just go back really quickly and see how this looks. I need a little bit down there, but I do really enjoy this. Just gonna quickly come through, mine up a few of these blocks just for the coloring, and then go between absolutely every block I have and fill these in. I'm gonna do one more right there, and then if we take a look back, we need some right in here. I need a little bit more. This just looked a little bit odd. And now if we take a step back, I can see we need a few more pieces here. But there we go. I mostly want to leave the red to the front of it because back here it's going to be a little bit more like the nether portal is not there. It's up front, so it's obviously gonna have taken over this part. But that is gonna be the end of this video. If you guys did enjoy, please consider subscribing, and thank you all so much for watching.